All right, we're catching the premiere on this one. Earlier today we did Twin Paranormal. Today we're doing right now for this episode. A couple days later on release, we are doing Paranormal Files, Indiana Sanatorium, the most haunted place in America. Scary paranormal activity caught on camera. And as you can see, we're almost done with the countdown, so let's go. Also wearing my No Evil Spirits shirt since I've been wearing the hoodie all day.
What? One employee killed another employee execution style down in the tunnels. And then he came over here to the power plant and he shot himself at the base of the stairs. I promised Collin to show him the saddest room on the sanatorium.
So this is all stuff from actual patients.
85 to 90% of the people that were here involuntarily. And they didn't want to be here. Being up here by yourself is terrifying.
Something in the hindbrain is screaming, do not go in that building. Don't go in that tunnel. The heebie-jeebie factor is just off the charts.
We're at the scariest place in America, the Indiana State Sanatorium.
Oh, just went up. Down here.
Girl, dude.
This room is draining everything.
Are you like trying to close the curtain?
Are you filming this?
Yeah. Dude, hold behind you, dude.
What? Look at here.
Anybody?
Now that's definitely a hot spot, is it not?
Dude, it looks like a person.
Oh, the bear fell off.
Okay.
You must leave.
Apologize now. Here.
He died and then cooked himself in a hot room. And it says when they came to get him away, the meat just came off the bones.
Ooh. Nasty. Another lovely episode.
On tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files, we're at a haunted location so scary that friends of mine have called it the scariest place in America, the Indiana State Sanatorium.
When it's a normal paranormal episode, Paranormal Files is not disappointing on the 3-hour-long videos. So we're going to be up till 11 o'clock tonight, folks.
This building served a multitude of purposes over the years. It started out as a sanatorium, then it transitioned into a nursing home for the elderly, and eventually became a mental hospital. And the conditions inside of this hospital were so bad that the government came in and shut this place down.
Muting for music. Ooh.
Property truly has been touched by darkness, and you're going to see that in the history of this place. And let me tell you, it's very eerie out here. This is definitely, we're way out in the middle of the woods. These buildings are massive behind me. It's completely abandoned. We're the only ones here on the campus. Get ready, this is gonna get spooky. I'm Collin Brown, and you're watching the Paranormal Files.
What's more scary than a place that's haunted that has
all right,
people
guys, so
randomly showing up to it?
tonight,
A place
Papa
so haunted
Spooks and I,
that
it's
people don't
just
want to show
us
up
two.
to it.
We are alone at the Indiana State Sanitarium. Now, I have to tell everybody online, I've heard from almost all of my friends, Steve and Dylan from Haunted Nights, everybody in Project Fear, that this is the scariest place that they've ever filmed at. Not only from the paranormal activity, but just from the energy here. If you don't know, this was a sanitarium, so it treated tuberculosis patients, and it was also a mental asylum. Thousands, I think 6,000 deaths here on the premises. Place was shut down because of negligence. And holy
House of 6,000 corpses.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
This is
And that's just the counted ones.
Oh my god, it goes all the way over there too?
Got back over there, actually.
Oh my god, dude.
And look at the central wing right there where the wings came off of.
We have the entire, all of these buildings. The tuberculosis hospital, the nursing home, and the psychiatric hospital. And this,
This is a wing right here for the nursing home right here.
wow, dude. Yeah, this is a place.
Oh, God. Look at this vehicle right here. Oh my gosh.
Look at the doors just wide open waiting for us.
Look at all the windows open.
This is a place that's just absolutely notorious for paranormal activity.
Look at the woods too. I mean, think about how thick, like when they're green.
I know, this
place is freaking closed in here.
Dude, this is all ours for the night.
Greenery.
Just me and you, buddy.
Just you and you, Pops.
It's
Good
so
luck.
creepy because I've been very open with this. I've thought and said for years that nursing homes are some of the most haunted places on earth. And this one looks...
So there's a doll sitting on the chair with a bunch of chairs actually up in the trees. Oh, God. Jeez.
Oh, look at it. It goes
Oh
all
my
the way
God, look
back
at this
here.
building.
Yeah, man. I think, why don't we just park and we got to go meet him to do the interview.
Okay.
All right.
Trying to take out the camera today.
Wow, Sanatorium we did was, again, as the last one, like huge, massive, scary. I think the last one was, Dunson that we did. And as expected, these things are not only massive, but they're just full of energy and scary as hell. So that was a great beginning.
So the Indiana State Sanitarium is a place that I've heard about for a long time. A lot of friends of mine, like I'm saying in this footage, have said that this place is the scariest place in America that they've visited based on the crazy paranormal activity that they've experienced there. So we were a little bit on edge, obviously, rolling up to that place, thinking about all these stories that we've heard. I mean, there's a lot of rumors and a lot of wild claims that have been made about this place. And it's not just a sanitarium. It's a sanitarium, it's a nursing home, and it's a mental asylum all in one complex with tunnels where a worker in 2009 actually shot and killed his coworker, then took his own life. So there's a history of really, really dark events happening on this campus. But when we got there that day, we knew that it was time to set in and really, dig into the investigation because it's so interesting. So we're going to do the historical tour first. This is a really, really interesting, really in-depth exploration of the history of this place, but I will warn you guys, we got there the night that we investigated, and we ended up not filming the historical tour until the next morning. So the evening before, when we actually filmed this investigation, we were doing it almost completely blind. We had no idea what had happened where in any of these buildings. So this tour you're going to see is in the daylight. That's because it's the next day. So yeah, enjoy this. This is some really dark, disturbing stuff. Viewer discretion, once again, is advised. Attention to the spirits. How do I save money and cancel all the subscriptions that I don't use?
Use Rocket Money.
Recently, I found out that I was being charged every single month for a newspaper subscription in a city that I no longer lived in. And when I dug even deeper, I found that there were tons of different services that I'd signed up for free trials with that have now been charging me for the last 8, 10, 12 months straight. Well, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help me. Rocket Money is the app you need to save more and manage your money better. It's a personal finance app that helps you manage bills, cancel subscriptions, and through Rocket Money, you can achieve true financial freedom. I love using Rocket Money to cancel unwanted subscriptions. It's awesome. The app actually identifies
this. So I guess if you're not interested in the ad, here's the silence you're looking for. Always you can keep reading what he's got to say. Honestly, it doesn't seem like the most egregious thing. That I just ads. Gosh darn it! This is why I like the ability to skip. But y'all gotta make your dollar wherever you can, and if it's a product you believe in, I guess by all means go for it. I'm not signed up to anything like this, at least not as of yet. Although I possibly could be. Call me. Call me, Gamer Subs. I'm not only an avid user, but I have some ideas for you. And I'm doing pretty good on my numbers on the supernatural stuff.
I'm in Rockville, Indiana. Do you have any questions before we go?
No.
All right. Let's go.
Oh, no.
We have about half the original buildings that were built in 1908. The Indiana State Sanatorium was conceived in 1905 as part of the crusade against tuberculosis. That kind of explains why we have a Crusader's cross on our logo. That was the original logo for the Indiana State Sanatorium, the double-barred cross. 1905, the age of modern science, and the United States thought they could do better in curing tuberculosis. And so all over the United States, they built tuberculosis sanatorium to treat and hopefully cure TB. From 1908 to 1968, it was the state's main tuberculosis hospital. In the early 60s, they cured tuberculosis with antibiotics. Go Team Science. They shut the facility down, and the facility sat vacant for 6-7 years till a private group of individuals decided to open a psychiatric hospital and a nursing home specializing in psychiatric medicine. It operated such till 2011. As with many private psychiatric hospitals, it was somewhat sketchy in the sense that it was underfunded. They got sued many, many times. And in 2011, they lost their license to operate as a nursing home. And when that happened, everybody just walked away. And so everything is still here for you to explore. All right, this is the superintendent's residence. As you can see, we are doing a full restoration top to bottom. It is a brick masonry house, so it's got solid brick walls. There's no studs in the walls. We are restoring the house instead of remodeling it. And so we've taken every window apart, reglazed it, rehanging all the ropes, making everything as back to original as we could. Our goal is to have it open to our guests who come here regularly for urban exploration, for paranormal investigations, for whatever reason brings them to the county. It will be decorated in the style of what you would find into a doctor's home in the 1920s.
Huh. It's going to be so cool in here, man.
It's gonna be, if you guys do a good job with this, especially if you're making money from visitors, this will be awesome.
1922. It was
This
built by the
looks
state of
doable
Indiana.
too.
This
Like some
area
of the other
that we're
projects
in
I've
was
seen
most
that are
likely
rough shape.
doctor's quarters. The main doctor who ran the facility got to stay in the main house, but there are a half a dozen. One of the weird things, if you come around here, you can see that I think there are 9 exterior doors to the house. And so a doctor could come into this room individually without having to go bother the other people in the house.
Gotcha.
The house, when it was built, didn't have a kitchen. The facility had 24/7 food service with cooks and orderlies. And so for breakfast, they would just bring over food that they were serving in the cafeteria over here to feed the superintendent and his family. The house, when it's done being renovated, will have 11 beds and 9.5 baths. It's a little over 6,000 square feet.
Quite a lot. I suppose
Well, the
if
really
you
neat
get a
thing
decent amount
about
of people coming through, at
property
least house
here
them all.
Is,
Maybe you make
like I
it
say, when
into a
they
pseudo
they just
B&B.
walked away. And so up in here in the attic are 50 years of toys and books and kind of the stuff that was left behind from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So it's
Wow.
It'd be full of you see different things in those areas.
And so that's one of the reasons why coming out here is so popular, is because you get access to everything. We don't try to curate what you see. I can't promise this stuffed animal is going to be here because everything moves every night. We have overnight guests and they move something from here and they move it, but we try not to part with any of the history of the buildings. I tend to be, I would say, a hard skeptic when it comes to the paranormal, but I'm also a scientist and an engineer, and to prove or disprove the presence of the paranormal, it's necessary not to like bring in things that would set the set. That would, like, don't buy a wheelchair that didn't belong here just so it looks like a spooky wheelchair there. Don't make a bed that wasn't made that way.
That don't belong here
and we
originally.
really try to leave everything as we find it. We have tens of thousands of pages of records from the facility, most likely weekly, monthly, annual reports from the state of Indiana saying how many people were here, who died this week, who didn't die, how many oysters they had in the week of December 15th, 1923. It's just voluminous records. And so if people are interested in that kind of stuff, they can talk to us. We're always looking for volunteers to go through these records because we have just so many tens of thousands of pages. We don't know what we really have. And so anytime anybody wants to volunteer who's not local to Indiana, they can help us that way. Or if you want to volunteer, we allow all our volunteers a lot of access to the property. And so if you want to come up, clean up, and help preserve this, you're more than welcome to.
Nice.
1921, this house beautiful. So just old stuff just laying here in the... Mike, I'm giving a tour for YouTube, so say hi. Mike Lewis here, one of my restorationists. Hey, how are you?
How's it going?
He has spent the last...
Not the ghost.
He has spent the
Ghost
last...
I could be.
Yeah. Do you mind if I tell the story about Art?
No.
What was Art's last name?
Uplinger.
Uplinger. Well, Art Uplinger was one of my plasterers, and he was a good old boy, really good at putting up plaster. Art always started the day a little quiet, but then he'd put up a sheet of plaster or a sheet of drywall and have a beer. And then he'd put up another sheet of drywall, have another beer. By noon, he was telling stories, and he was the funnest guy to have out here. And then, like one Thursday afternoon, he's like, we don't feel very good. Unfortunately, Art went home and passed away. He was living with Mike, and Art asked that if his ashes could be mixed into the plaster here in the building, because this was the last project he was working on. Do you want to mention a little bit more of that?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he had a headache. He actually had a stroke. He had a headache on Thursday, so we went home early. And Friday, I couldn't get him to go to the doctor, so on Friday he still had a headache. I said, well, I'm gonna go do something, and I left and came home. And he was sitting on the porch drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette, talking on the phone. Somebody just fine, and still had his headache. A little later on, he was laying on the couch, watching TV, and he gets up and he goes to the bathroom, comes back in, sits back down on the couch. About 3 or 4 minutes, he gets back up and goes back to the bathroom, and I'm thinking, that's not really right. So then he comes out of the bathroom, he starts naked, and he don't know who I am or anything, and he falls down, and I get him up, put him in a chair, and I call an ambulance. He never did respond after that, so I kept him alive for 6 days at the hospital on a ventilator, and they pulled the plug on him. So at some point, there will be some of his ashes in this house, in the drywall mud.
All right.
As soon as I get them. I haven't got them yet, but
That's really cool, though. A way to be memorialized.
Wow, that's interesting.
To be in
he
the
was
house.
I'm sorry for your loss.
he was my coworker, and he was probably the best plasterer in the state of Indiana, or maybe 3 or 4 states, I don't know. But he lived to do drywall, and that's what he done for a living for 60.
If you do it right and you do it well, you get good pay out of that too.
But no, it was an odd request, but it kind of fit with the general mojo out here, and so we were happy to.
At some point, he will have some ashes spread on the walls here.
Is it going to be here in
this building?
This
is the last building he worked on.
Okay.
His last project, so
fair enough. It'll be one of the lesser haunted places, I assume.
And like I wanted to share it so people would remember
this
our
place
name.
seems to be a little more safe than the other places so far.
Would have liked you got to meet him, but
it is an art, right?
Fixing these windows.
It's a skill.
I'm just learning this.
Really?
We'll
cut that out.
I go to school every day, you never quit learning. So.
Yeah.
I think we had 80 some these double hung windows to repair, and like each one has to be taken all the way apart, all the ropes replaced, everything sanded, and so like I say, it's not a inconsequential effort. When I got this place, I was like, man, I can have it done in a couple weeks, and now a year and a half later, here we are still working on windows. No,
if we hadn't took the windows out and just painted what you had, you would have been.
And the windows would
Well, they're very disappointed in a few years.
With the air conditioner and I don't know that they need to be open. But.
All right. Well, thank you, Mike.
Okay. So. Haven't had too much fun.
All right.
Maybe I'll see you on YouTube.
I'll see you on the YouTubes.
There you go.
As you can see, when the state built this house, this isn't like a regular basement. This basement has 13 double hung windows in the basement. I mean, you don't find this kind of...
Dang.
Huge egress window.
Right, but it just allows right now they still got the cloudy old Lexane on, but once we replace it with, it'll be like daytime down here, and so. But we agonize over questions of like, what color to paint the walls. This here is 1920s hospital green. We chipped off like 13 layers of paint down here, and this was the bottom layer. It wasn't our favorite color, but it seemed to be, this was the color that would have been on the walls.
Seems to be the authentic color of the time, yes.
A dozen orderlies lived down here in the 1920s.
I think it's just fitting, you know.
Someone who has just joined us is one of my restorationists, Bill Mundo. I actually pronounce it right instead of my usual way of pronouncing slaughtering it. He is instrumental in us restoring the place. Right now we're in the power plant laundry. As you look around, this was the main laundry for the facility. Half a dozen people would work out here, folding clothes, folding sheets and stuff. But we entered the laundry. I promised Collin to show him the saddest room on the sanatorium. Basically, people would come into state care and they were told what they could bring. They had a list. They could bring a pair of shoes, a pair of slippers, 2 pairs of pants, 3 shirts, a night, some pajamas. And no one would ever listen. And they would bring stuff like their wedding albums, their figurine collection, their children's bronze shoes. And the staff would hear would say, well, you can't have that in your room. Let us put it in a suitcase and we'll put it in storage for you. Well, when the facility closed, they left me with like 800 people's most personal belongings that they're bringing to the end of the world. So we're headed back there right now.
Oh boy.
Oh look, it's Christmas Bear. That's a clean Christmas bear. That's not the same Christmas bear that we've been seeing. There's a bear that I originally found on the 5th story of the 5-story. And like for like a month, every month for like a year, he would like be on a lower floor. And then I found him about halfway down the road and then almost to the gate. It was like he was trying to escape. And we'd be like walking by, look, there's Christmas Bear. And then I started telling people about Christmas Bear, and now he ends up any different where. But this is like a new version of Christmas Bear. The other Christmas Bear looks like he's ratty, he's been outside. So either this is Christmas Bear's wife, who has stayed indoors for the last 10 years, but she hasn't been reunited with Christmas Bear. All right, so back here, as you can see, suitcases and photos and just.
Oh my God!
Isn't this? I mean, like I say, if you're going into your nursing home and you have your photo of your little kids from the 1970s, and it's these suitcases, they all have names on them. They all have stuff on them. As you can see, they're just. It's just.
That is sad.
It's just terrifying, and so. There's a wee tiny owl that lives in here. He's about yay big. My daughter says he's like a spirit sent from Japanese anime to protect everybody's most precious belongings.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is all stuff from actual patients.
Yes, and their suitcases, and if you go through them, you'll find stuff in each one of these suitcases.
I've never seen something like this.
Wow.
So this is pretty much exactly as we found it.
And if you turn around on your left there, it's a very Schindler's List things. They sort everything into, once the person died, they go, these are watches, these are men's slippers, these are women's slippers, these are a toothbrush. It's like I say, it's the saddest room of the sanatorium.
So all this stuff is dead people's belongings.
Yes.
That's crazy.
never
Yeah, I
came
was gonna
back
say it
for.
reminds me a lot of like Holocaust.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So
hankies,
this is their most precious belonging. The things they broke the rules to bring with them.
Wow.
And then here we have like more stuff. We have all the linens and just stuff and clothes and stuff. Down here is where you can see the thousands of hangers. They would wash everybody's clothes. Everybody who was here at the facilities would have their names written in their belongings, and they would come to the laundromat and would get washed and brought back to their rooms.
It always amazes me with facilities like this how like big it was and how many people were employed, like how it really is like a little city.
Yep. As you can see, this is just some of our signage. We do hay rides and we do flashlight tours and barn tours and Cover Bridge Festival. And
Too haunted for children. I love that.
basically,
A very diplomatic way to say we don't want children here.
Too haunted for children. I love that. Big words. That's awesome.
It's just too haunted.
It's too haunted for him, man.
Just too haunted. No.
in
You
here
lot
we have some
not
of
in
the
here.
old
Sorry, boys.
industrial equipment that ran the facility.
Gotta take your girlfriend
this
somewhere
is a
else.
steam engine, single expansion steam engine. You can see a picture parked on the side of an old railroad track. Wow. You can adjust the steam coming into it. The piston would go back and forth, and it would spin this wheel here at 3,600 revolutions per minute. Or towards the end of the psychiatric hospital era, they were not getting adequate compensation for taking care of patients. The amount I spoke with the president, the owner of the psychiatric hospital. He says at the end they were getting $26 per day to take care of psychiatric patients, which was their food, which was their medical care, which was their housing, which was everything. And so they weren't making a lot of money, and they were really on a shoestring. And one way they used to pay the bills is the sanatorium had a full coal burning power plant here. 3 huge coal burning furnaces, and it was built, since it was built by the state of Indiana before 1908, it was grandfathered in for pollution controls. It was like one of the oldest operating coal-fired power plants in the country. And so half of the money that was used to run the facility was made by running a kind of a bootleg power plant out here and selling power back to the grid. And so you can see the equipment that they were running and generating electricity with.
It's really cool.
These were put in later, but the generators were just out here in the open spinning.
It's crazy.
And so
Spinning at pink mist speed.
yes.
Everybody got killed right here, you know what I mean?
As far as workers dying at the Indiana State Sanatorium or Leon Bryant, the most famous murder deaths by employees occurred in 2009. There are many stories of what caused the murder, and maybe when I get to some other parts of the tour, I'll go into those. But one employee killed another employee execution style down in the tunnels, and then he came over here to the power plant and he shot himself at the base of the stairs at the power plant. But when he killed himself, he actually fell on the gun, and the police didn't realize it was a murder. They thought it was a double homicide. And since it was a psychiatric hospital and patients were losing their minds as the SWAT team rolled up and 50 cop cars came rolling in because there was shootings, it was absolute bedlam. They put everybody on the buses, they drove them away, they searched the place. Speaking with one of the deputies, the murderer actually had bombed his house. And so when the police showed up to check out what's going on with the murderer's house, they opened the door and the building blew up.
Dang.
And they weren't not injured. The roof blew off, the walls blew out, but they themselves were like, wow, that doesn't happen every day. It kind of was a butt clench moment. But we'll take you place the next part of the
Time
power
for
plant
brown
here.
trousers,
We'll
boys.
show you that. Well, like I say, they didn't have a lot of safety when they built the place. There was a whole different kind of mindset. I always try to give as many truthful stories about deaths at the Indiana State Sanatorium as I can. There are a lot of stories that grow up. From the medical records, we've had about 2,500 deaths during the sanatorium era from people dying of tuberculosis. In the nursing home era, we probably had another 2,500, 3,000 people die of old age and conditions of old age in the nursing home.
Right.
I know of 40 or 50 and deaths in the psychiatric hospital. The dairy barn was a kind of a part separate from the rest of the Indiana State Sanatorium. It was where they produced milk and meat products both for the Indiana State Sanatorium and the Indiana School for the Blind. And it was run by state employees, but one of the things that they did to man it was they had convicts from the Indiana penitentiary system come and work in the dairies to help them, I don't know what the reason is, to work release, teach them a skill. But one of the inmates was crushed by a bull in the back of the barn, and so he died in the 30s there. And so that was the story that I started telling, and I'm just finishing now.
It's a terrible way to go. Crushed by a bull.
Yes.
Unique.
That's where I live now. I live at the dairy barn. The house right next to it.
Any bowls left?
No, we have a big draft horse.
Oh,
And he's able to crush somebody.
And it is big enough to crush. I'm a big man, and that horse is terrifyingly large. Terrifyingly large.
Yeah.
Be careful going down the steps. One of the things about 1908 construction is they didn't make all the steps the same height. So every one of these steps is a different height. It's kind of a extra painting here. Down here is the power plant. More industrial equipment. As you can see, there are 3 large coal-burning furnaces here, all built in 1908. For 100 years, that roof fell in. I just haven't been down here this spring yet, and so always something new to fix. For 100 years, almost every day this ran, and the stories was it was like 120, 130 degrees here, even in the heart of winter. People shoveling coals into these huge furnaces, big overhead gantries to move coal from one furnace to the other.
So this is where he killed himself.
Yes. Sorry, I am forgetting the story. Why don't you tell the story here, Bill?
So the murderer, after having killed his coworker in the tunnels, came here, walked down the stairs, and as best we are told from the news articles and speaking to police and ambulance drivers, particularly he was an ambulance guy, said he was right here, right as he came down the stairs. And he may or may not have been confronted, which is why he chose to just end the situation. And again, he fell on the gun, which led to a lot of confusion because they didn't know where it was. And my guess is he was, let's say, obviously dead. And so they weren't worried about him, so they didn't flip him over for quite a while till they already had SWAT and 17 ambulances and 50 cop cars and the whole shindig. And then they flipped him over and figured out that was what happened.
Initially, they thought maybe someone gunned them both down.
Yes, they thought it was a double, and so they were looking for a third person with a gun. Because they couldn't find the gun, they were... Because this is in 2009. This is in the age of the mass shooter, right? Mm-hmm. So that is something that was on their mind.
Shootings
it was
were
a state
a thing
facility.
at that point, right? Yes.
There was somebody walking around shooting people. That's what they were afraid of.
Technically,
Until
we're
they
a
found
thing
the
in the
gun,
late
they were not
90s
satisfied.
into the early 2000s.
And once they did,
so yeah,
then they felt
it was just starting to die down a little bit, but it still happens.
Where they first came upon the body, and then they...
We don't know that.
You wonder how much time that would be wasted.
They heard gunshots. The people in the administration building heard gunshots. The police were called immediately. We are not very far from town, but the Rockville Sheriff's Department is only 15 deputies. So the SWAT team had to come from Terre Haute, which was a half hour away. And so I'm sure some officers got here easily.
To get a SWAT team together and get them here, like a 40-minute drive, it's easily an hour.
Yes. And
so minimum an hour.
And so, but there were people, it was a multi-jurisdictional, people came from the state police, they came from the sheriff, they came from Rockville Police. And so it was really a all hands on deck kind of thing.
Don't know what happened. We really have to investigate and move everybody.
Right here at the end of the gantry, at the bottom of the stairs.
Eerie.
I imagine he got confronted, that somebody was here or came up to him and was talking to him. Do you know what's going on? Then he felt threatened, like he wasn't going to be able to complete his plan. I don't know what else he had planned, but he decided.
And like I say, there are dozens of newspaper articles. This was a very public event. And it was one of the reasons why the facility was shot down, that employees killing other employees. It just looks bad on your OSHA incident report that employee killing employee. Like I say, there's lots of story. Everybody who came out here that day has a story, and you're kind of shocked at the different. It's like I met deputies like, I was a deputy for 6 months when I came out here, and he has a set of stories. And then I met a state patrol officer who was out here that day, and his recollection of it is really different. And then you read the newspaper articles, and they sound different again. The two most likely stories that I've heard repeatedly, the first one I heard was that the murder victim had gotten a 50-cent an hour raise that his coworker thought belonged to him. He got he had gotten a raise from like engineer 1 to engineer 2 because they were both engineers in the plant here. They were operation engineers. And that positional raise came with a 50-cent an hour salary increase from $12 to
Probably other benefits.
And that was the original story I heard from some police officers is why the killing occurred. Since then, I've talked to some of the relatives of the victim. They said it was a love triangle, that there was jealousy between the murderer and the victim. He was messing around with his girlfriend or other significant other, and that was the cause of the murder. But Leon, if you look up Lee Allen Bryant, murder suicide, there'll be dozens of newspaper articles, and you could find out all about it from the newspaper sources of the day, which may or not tell the whole story, but
fair.
It's probably the most regular record we have.
And was that the actual true story about the triangle, or is that just a speculation?
Once again, we talked. It's a very
people who know aren't here. People who know are not here.
Yeah.
We talked to family members, and that was what they believe it was going on.
Yeah.
Any questions, Collin?
I mean, the family would
ready.
probably.
All right.
Ready to rock.
So, like,
do
the history
anything.
of this place has
They're
murder
around
and
these people more often.
lots of, obviously, deaths. So a lot of dark energy there with that involved, but there were so many different buildings to explore. And again, the history, once again, of this place was kind of incredible, just thinking of all these things that happened.
So much
I was
stuff.
expecting, like, a lot of stuff to happen, and we weren't disappointed, that's for sure.
The coal silo, that's the word. Every day they would bring a truckload of coal up and they would dump it into this thing. There was conveyor belts that filled the silo, and then they would have it go into the thing. So we're going to walk this way for a little bit of history. The 1908 Tuberculosis Hospital, it's got its original slate roof on it. As you can see, that is a very expensive roof, hand-nailed, copper-nailed roof. The building coming out from the back of the original 1908 building was kitchens and storage. Those were built in about 1915, and then next to it there was more classrooms and more kitchens that they built in the 1940s. When it was built, this was the men's ward. There was a ward for 120 male patients with tuberculosis. And here, this building was one of the hospitals. There was a big hospital that was on the site. It was torn down in the 70s. It had the operating rooms, the radiology rooms. And so this is the 1908 hospital. As you can see, we're constantly deciding what should go, what should stay. This is a nurse's medicine cart. It's filthy, it's dirty. Do we clean it? Do we leave it as we found it? Urban explorers like it when we leave it as we found it. Material safety data on cleaning supplies and that type of stuff. I think that's what that says, yeah.
Nothing personal compromise.
Yes, nothing personally compromised. No patient records in here.
Wouldn't go out of our way to burn.
Yes. This here is what the state of Indiana thought a hospital should look like in 1908. This huge double wide staircase. It's really neat. It goes all the way from the third floor all the way down to the basement. Kind of like a grand hotel. This building is a steel frame construction. There's a steel frame inside of all these posts. And then it's got a bearing brick masonry exterior. So it's got a brick masonry exterior, steel frame on the inside. This building is the building that is worth saving, but a full restoration of this building would probably be north of $10 million. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that would take to do to bring this building back. We're hoping to get there. This is a neat building. We really would like to save it, but it's got a lot to go.
This is like such a beautiful.
Time being is at least keep the roof on the place and try and keep everything from wearing down any faster than it is.
We were here last night.
Interestingly, this is not Adam's Hall.
So this floor here, another window, another broken window. That's too bad. But anyway, this floor here, when it was built in 1908, was doctor housing. The superintendent got to live at that end. There's 3 rooms and a bathroom. The other 2 doctors got to live at this end, and like single doctors got to live in these rooms. And so this was housing for doctors when the facility was built. The first floor had a pharmacy, had some exam rooms. The basement had the morgue, and some other sundries down there when it was built as a tuberculosis hospital. Up here on the 3rd floor was all nurse housing. This is where nurses and nurses' assistant lived. I've been told that the nurses lived 3 to a room. That's from the state records. Basically, 1 nurse was on duty, and then 2 nurses had the room to themselves, and so they would hot swap out the beds. Basically, orders would come in and make the beds after every nurse got up, and so since one's always on duty, the other 2 could have the room. And so 3 people lived in the space of 2 rooms, and it's a grand old building. Would love to restore it, but I guess that's plastic.
That was the nurse saying hello.
Yes. As it says, as you're out here, especially at night, it's a spooky place. It's really big. As I said earlier in the interview, I'm pretty hard skeptic when it comes to the paranormal. But there's so much history out here. There's like a weight that's almost that you feel from being here. The thousands of people that died. During the tuberculosis era, this really was a place of hope. People fought to get in here. There wasn't enough beds here, and so they apportioned beds by depending on how many people from each county were. So a small county might get 1 or 2 beds here. A large county that like held Indianapolis might get 12 beds. And so people would move around the state to try to move to a county that had bed space at the hospital.
Jeez.
Because if you didn't get into a place like this, it might be a death sentence. And so people really fought to get in here because they could get better. Unfortunately, then in the psychiatric hospital era, 85 to 90% of the people that were here involuntarily. They were committed against their wishes, and they didn't want to be here. And then there was the nursing home where people would rather be at home, would be rather living with their families, but now they're spending the end of their lives out here. And so you just walk through these buildings, and it's just like the effort that took to build it. I think the original record said like 120 guys spent 3 years building this building. And it's like, wow. And then the tunnels, there's just like a mile of tunnels, and they're abandoned now. We use them to run internet from building to building and that kind of thing. But the effort it took just to build, I mean, you look and you're like, wow, that's a half-mile long tunnel. There's like and to do that with forms and slip forms and up and down hills and then going 20 feet underground and then coming out to the surface. It's just the amount of effort that was spent out here is just amazing.
And way back then, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the things, a lot of
That was a lot of effort.
actually believe that by disturbing the site, that they increase their activities. I've heard that. And so that's been explained to me why sometimes stuff gets moved so much, is that people find that moving stuff really upsets the spirits of a place. Do you find that to be true, Collin?
I don't know.
Good excuse for being messy.
I mean, big
walking in
objects
here,
maybe that do have an
interesting
attachment,
stuff.
but that's not guaranteed.
Here on this wall is a 32-foot original oil on canvas painting of the Sermon on the Mount. This
So cool.
This during the Sanatorium era was a kitchen, or was a staff dining hall. During the Lee Allen Bryant era, the psychiatric hospital era, it was a church.
Huh.
This here
That's
was
why
a
that's
kitchen
there.
during the Sanatorium era. That is not an incinerator for burning bodies. That is a dumbwaiter to bring food up from the bakery, which was outside. During the nursing home and psychiatric era, this is the place where old women had their gray hair made blue.
I love that. That little corner
Yes.
Oh.
with the fake plant. It's just so weird sometimes when you look at stuff like that and you can just see like elderly women.
What happened
sitting
there, yeah.
You know?
Getting their hair done.
See Grandma.
Yeah.
When exploring old buildings, be careful. We have you sign waivers because we cannot promise every corner is 100% safe. We try to make it as safe as we can. We go through and check regularly, but they are old buildings. So we moved from what the state of Indiana thought a hospital should be in 1908, kind of like a grand hotel, 12-foot ceilings, soaring staircases. And welcome to the Stranger Things era, the 1970s. Pepto-Bismol pink walls, modern 88 rails on the walls, and we're moving into a 120 bed nursing home. Here is a mirror. As you can see, the mirror used to be bigger. This quick story about trespassers. Trespassing on old paranormal sites is probably not wise because there's often people here. I had guests here, what was it? How long ago was this? About a year ago.
About a year ago.
And they were here, it was 11:50, the guests came by, they took a picture of themselves in front of the mirror. They went off, about 5 minutes later they hear, someone shatters the mirror. We had trespassers and they're running through the building, breaking windows, breaking mirrors. Obviously they call me immediately. I'm up here, me and about 50 cops are out here in 10 minutes and they're all arrested. Officer's like, are you sure they broke the mirror? It's like, well, yes. I have a picture of the mirror 5 minutes ago, timestamped at 11:55, and I have a picture of the mirror timestamped at 12:05, broken, and it was the people in the back of your car that did it. It's like, how do you have a picture of that mirror at 11:55? It's like, well, I have guests here that were taking pictures, and they captured that. And so I like to say that his 7 years of bad luck started right away.
Right? That's a couple of good years of karma right off the bat.
No judge until Monday morning. So you sit Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning about noon is as early as you can get out. So
He sat there all weekend. That's how you spend your weekend, boy.
They just left.
Bad decisions, starting with that mirror.
Games and toys and the like, and I feel kind of bad right now because I've not been in here in the last couple of months because it's been winter. This is what some of the windows are broken and some of our guests move stuff around.
What did you wish for?
But once again, it kind of gives you the feel for what it was when we found it. And so do we clean it up? Do we organize it all? Do we leave it as we find it? You can take a survey on your... all of these beds are hospital beds and they're hand cranked. And we have a huge Amish community around here. And so when they're elderly, they all stay at home, but they still need modern hospital beds that go up and down and can be cranked and adjusted. And so they approached me and said, could you donate us a half a dozen beds? And so some of the beds have disappeared, but we didn't sell them. We donated them. These signs are everywhere in the facility. Lee Allen Bryant Healthcare Facilities. Attention residents, do you feel like your rights are being violated by others? Residents or staff, tell someone. Grievance reports are available at the nurse station. Please call these people. And they're everywhere.
Well,
you can tell there's something up already.
Quite a few of those filed.
Yes. And it's still here. You always talk about going to a national park or something and picking up a rock. It's like, and you get in trouble with the rangers. You get like a $5,000 fine. Do not pick up rocks at national parks. They're very particular about it. And we're kind of the same way out here. There is so much just like stuff that adds flavor to the site that shows what it was. And this two signs here are here. There's a hand-drawn God loves you sign, and underneath it there's a saying, until the day when God shall deign to reveal the future to man, all human wisdom is summed up in two words, wait and hope. While there are residents here, there is hope. I don't see residents, so I guess we're without hope now, so let us go on.
Just a lot of
The
waiting.
signs are awesome,
And
man.
I feel, like I said, it's been there for 3 years now.
If that sign disappeared, he'd be sad.
I'd be sad.
He'd be very sad. So the come home on that's his $5,000 rock. Somebody takes that sign down, he's going to be sad.
And if you take it, it doesn't mean anything to you. It's a moldy piece of paper. But if you leave it here, the next 1,000 people that come through are going to get to see it and get experiences you experience. And so really try to leave stuff as you found it.
This is a very popular spot. You guys spent time right here. This is a very popular spot for
we had
paranormal investigators because you really get that sense of being surrounded in a huge building. Even it's almost an optical illusion because that I know is a hollow space and there's a bush right there, and the building ends right there. But man, it seems like this building just goes forever.
Unfortunately, I would say once or twice a year we have violent trespassers. Last year in July, we probably had almost $100,000 of damage done by a group of of people breaking windows, spray painting in the walls. They did serious damage, and we didn't catch them. Since then, we've seriously upgraded our camera systems, and we have cameras in the woods, we have cameras on the roads, we have cameras in the buildings. We catch them now before they do any damage. But it's not cool. I mean, they were just being
that's
jerks.
absolute
I mean, they were wrecking it for other
BS.
people.
They made it worth their while, though, to put new automated gates and AI cameras that do people and vehicle detection.
License plate detection. And so it just. I met with the medical examiner of Park County, the retired medical examiner, and I was like, so what's the worst death you ever heard out here at Lee Allen Bryant? He goes, oh, that's easy. I was expecting the murder. I was expecting one of the guys jumping off the roof, the guy jumping in front of a truck on US 36, a lot of deaths that I knew about. And he goes, oh, that was easy. There was a good old boy up on the 4th floor, so maybe room 410 in a different building, I don't know. And he was either trying to kill himself or he was cold. But he took a wrench from the maintenance workers and opened up a pipe, a steam pipe into his room, and he filled his room with 180 degree steam. And they didn't find him for like 10 hours. And so he died and then cooked himself in a hot room. And it says when they came to like get him away, the meat just came off the bones. And so that was a pretty gruesome death. And so I had a challenge. I didn't know the room, and I still don't know the room actually. But it's on my to-do list to go find the room that happened in. And so I have all these paranormal investigators showing up every day, and I tell the stories like, use your methods to find the room. I'll use my methods to find the room, which means going to ask the medical examiner. And that would be a bit of evidence that if I had 13 groups say, room 403, I'll be like, oh, that was unexpected. But once again, I'm a skeptic, and I need really scientific evidence, repeatable evidence, something that happens again. I make a theory that if I do this thing, this will be the response. But I have to predict the response before I do the thing. Right. If it just something spooky happens, like a door slams, and doors slam all the time out here, don't get me wrong, and you jump when they slam. I gave a tour a couple years ago in the fall, and when you show up at a place, once again, the people that do this really care about these buildings and care about doing stuff. But if check-in time's at 5, try to be there around 5, maybe 6. Don't show up 4 hours late because they have lives too, and they're waiting for you. Mm-hmm. And so, but this group showed up late, and it was getting close to the end of the day. I was hungry. I had skipped dinner because they were going to be here in 5 minutes, and they were here 3 hours later. And we were walking through the buildings. I was giving the personal tour, going through all the buildings, and I get to the 5-story. I am like 2 minutes from the end of my tour. It's like, I'm like, dinner. My wife's got dinner on the table. It's going to be wonderful. They go, stop! And I freeze in my tracks, and I'm like, raccoon, bobcat, coyote, trespassers, falling down building. Shadow people. I'm like, oh, shadow people. And the trees were blowing in the sunlight outside in the setting sun, and it was casting shadows on the wall, and they saw shapes in it. And I, like I say, being skeptic I am, I sat there and smiled and said, well, that's neat. And they sat there, and finally got dark, and I'm like, I don't stay up here after dark. I'm kind of scared of the place, and left. And they followed me, and they thought that was cool. And didn't think much of it. And the next day, I'm giving a tour to this lovely couple. They're on a honeymoon from Oregon. I hope you're still married. Hope this wasn't a bad. I hope you see this on YouTube or TikTok. But we're walking through the buildings, and I get to the tour. I get to the same place. And yesterday, I got here, and my guests saw shadow people, and I didn't see a damn thing. And all of a sudden, slam! A door slams so hard, plaster rains down from the ceiling. I scream, they scream, and they're like, what about that? And I'm like, the wind? And they run to the window and look outside, dead calm. Not a leaf moving, not anything. And I'm like, raccoons? And they're like, a raccoon could not slam that door that loudly. I'm like, unexplained, I don't know. And so there are coincidental things that always happen that you can't explain. I mean, especially when you're here in the dark. We're here in the daytime. You spent the night here, Collin, last night. What do you think of
There's
the place?
the wind.
Well, right
Raccoons
here
did
we
it.
had crazy activity.
How did they
Just
push
right
the
over
door?
there,
I
the
don't know.
Teddy bear that was over there. I got a video of it falling over by itself when we were talking
Twice.
to it. Twice.
Christmas bear, or
It's like it's pink bear. I think.
I actually have it.
Very
I was
dirty
focused
bear.
on it with the FLIR camera, and it just went fell on the ground. So we don't know how long that's been sitting there.
right?
But Collin was right beside me, and I have it on the FLIR. So
Well, that's neat.
yeah, so that was. But who knows? We don't know. I mean, we'd never say we do know. But my question for you, really quick, not too long, is: you say though that you're afraid at night to be here. Why?
It's more of a. It was at that time that I was afraid to be up here at the time because I wanted to go to lunch. I wanted to go to dinner, and I wanted to give the guests a positive thing. With that said, being up here by yourself in the pitch dark is terrifying. Every part.
It does seem like
you
the
want
place
to
would
give
be
the monkey
unnerving.
brain story?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I come into these buildings at night when he's paying me. I don't come in these buildings for fun. I don't know that's not my idea of fun. Some people really like horror movies, some people don't. Coming in these buildings, when I'm getting paid, I'll be here if that's what I need to be. But there is something in the hindbrain that is screaming, do not go in that building. Don't go in that tunnel. Don't go into the morgue. That the heebie-jeebie factor is just off the charts, in my opinion. And every time I come in here, especially when I'm coming in here at night,
Every once in a while, you always
Even
make
the big man's
stories
like,
about.
nah, son.
God, if I could just
Nah,
have said that
if
in
I
real
don't have
time,
to.
I would have
You
been,
better be
that would
paying
have
me
been
good,
the
sir.
best put town ever. But anyway, we had deputy sheriffs doing paranormal investigations. And so we had about a half a dozen trespassers come in. And the deputy sheriffs, not of this county, confronted them and basically drew down on them, pulled their service revolvers on them because they were being shits. And one of the young men was armed. And about the time I showed up and the deputies from the county showed up, he's like, "That's not my gun. I found it in the building." It's like, "What, you stole my gun?" And he's like, "Oh, no, I brought it. And the deputies, all the deputies lost their shit with the story. They're like, it's like, "Man, I nailed that one." It's like, he said, "I found the gun in your building." And I was like, "What, you stole my gun?" And I pulled it off without missing a beat, and the deputy said that was like one of the best takedowns of a suspect that they'd ever seen. So anyway.
quick reversal.
Yeah, quick reversal.
Nice
Uno
reversal.
card.
Good wit on there,
First guy
one, son.
here
Good
just
wit. Good
is
wit.
Man, why have I
Made
bought
them
this
confess
place?
real damn
It's
fast because that could have
just
gone
like
worse.
The psychic debt that this place has. I mean, just all the effort that, kind of on the light side, all of the work that people did to make people's end time here positive. We found letters from relatives saying, "Thank you so much. My mom was there for the last year of her life. She thought you were a second family. The staff at Leon Bryant was the most amazing people in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you." And so you get letters like that, but then you get the flip side of that. I talked to one of the president of the Leon Bryant, and he said, there was a young man here in his mid-30s, severely mental disorders. And every year at Thanksgiving and Christmas, he would pack his bags to make sure that, the story's tough, make sure that if his family came, he'd be ready to go for Christmas or Thanksgiving. And they never came. And so the operative facility finally arranged for his family to come to get him. And they took him home, and he was back in 3 hours because he got home and just yelled at the family and just was, because he was severely mentally disturbed. And he came back and he was just devastated that he was back and that he was never going to get to go again. And so the gentleman who ran the facility invited him to Thanksgiving for the next 8 years. And so that's the kind of human kindness that he showed and that everybody out here showed under very difficult circumstances. But then on the flip side, there were people here that no one came to get for Thanksgiving, and they were abandoned by their families. And so it's wonderful human things. But then I look at the place, it's like, wow, all that human wonderful effort has come to this. Peeling paint, wet floors, trespassers. And then, but the debt of the suffering that went on here still lingers. I mean, just the thought of it. I don't, like I say, I'm not a spiritual person, but it just, and so I would say any discomfort comes from that. All right, let's move on.
Cool.
Before we got the place, someone broke in and filmed a YouTube video of a horror film, of a slasher horror film, and they used red paint to be blood.
Oh,
and
great.
So a couple of the rooms are, I promise you I didn't
Yeah.
like murder somebody here, but
I saw some of that somewhere else, remember?
Yeah. One of the things here you'll notice, all the rooms, not all the rooms, but many of the rooms still have the names of the last patients that were here on the rooms. Gabby and Warren Hatfield were in this room when it closed, and so they just keep putting.
I love little things like that. Just add so much to a place.
And this here would be an example of you stealing stuff. It's not very. You don't seem like it's very important. When we got here, all the letters are on this board, and so you just took a letter. It doesn't seem like much, but then pretty soon, all the letters are gone. Luckily, you can see the shape of where the letters were, but. And so, like I said, I know it's a rundown building, it looks abandoned, but we're trying to keep it the way it is so that the next people here can find it in the way we found it.
So you could really spend a couple of days walking around the buildings here, just learning all of the history. It's absolutely impossible of a task for us to fit all of that into one video. So I would highly recommend, if you are interested in this place, to actually go there yourself. But the history is just so interesting. I mean, as we kept walking through all these buildings, it felt like we were just stepping back in time. And the stories of this complex are just harrowing.
The Indiana State Sanatorium, when it was built, was selected from a statewide selection of property. The criteria was it had to be within an hour or two of Indianapolis. It had to have 600 plus acres. It had to have a south-facing exposure because the number one treatment for tuberculosis was sunshine. Every day they would take the tuberculosis patients and roll them out to a screened-in porch with the south exposure. And they would spend 8, 10, 12 hours out there, then they'd roll them back into their rooms. Even in days like today, which is in March, it's 50 degrees, they're like, fresh air is the best treatment for tuberculosis. And so you can see out here, originally the site was about 300 acres. About 600 acres, and but we have about 200 of those original 600 acres now. We have most of the woods, and we have very little of the farmland. And so here you can see the huge yellow poplars, or tulip poplars, the Indiana state tree. We have thousands of them on the property. From this location where we're at, the nearest people to us is about 1.5 miles to the north. They're Amish. To the west of us, about 3/4 mile, there's Amish. To the south of us, about 3/4 mile, are Amish. And to the west of us, or to the east of us, there are English. That's what the Amish call us, all the non-Amish. And so you get to learn the Amish sayings around here. But our nearest neighbors are almost 3/4 miles away. So you really are out here in the middle of nowhere when you visit the Indiana State Sanatorium.
Yeah, you are.
These trees are awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah. Very spooky looking trees.
Yeah. They're old and they're big and they're so straight.
And like one of the things that we really liked out here is when they left, when the Lee Allen Bryant, the psychiatric hospital, closed, they just walked away. That is a city of Chicago bucket truck that they used to fix their power lines, to change their windows, and they just left it there. And there is that old 1974 International bucket truck that they bought secondhand from the city of Chicago. It's got the city of Chicago logos all over it. So this here is the 5-story, known as Adams Hall. This building was built in 1954. It was built as dormitories for the tuberculosis era staff. So originally, everybody that lived here worked here. They didn't want the staff spreading tuberculosis around the state or the town, and so they had them all live here on site. And so when this was built, each staff member got their own room. They shared a bathroom, like a sink. The higher ups in the facility got to have their private bathrooms here. Everybody else had to share a bathroom in the middle ones if you had to go take a shower. In the 1970s, originally this was going to be an assisted living center for the elderly. The people that built the hospital had approached the residents of Park County and said, hey, if we build a state-of-the-art nursing home out here and an assisted living facility, will you close all your county nursing homes and move all your patients here? County says, that sounds like a great idea. It's the kind of thing you should get in writing, because they spent $5 million in 1970 and tore down buildings and built this facility and remodeled all the buildings. And they're like, okay, please send us your old folks. And they're like, man, a lot of people work for the county nursing home system. I don't think we're gonna shut down. And so they panicked. They're like, oh my gosh, we can't have anybody, we're gonna go out of business before we open. Serendipity is a cruel mistress up in northern Indiana. There was a mental hospital shutting. I believe it was a Catholic mental hospital. And the state of Indiana was desperate to place psychiatric patients. And they were going to every facility in the state and said, can you take 1, 2, 3 psychiatric patients? Leon Braun said, we'll take them all. And over a 1 week period, they moved 250 to 300 mental patients into the facility. The county was not happy because they did not have permission to open a psychiatric hospital out here. But their response was, heck, you didn't give us old people, so we had to stay in business. And so that's how this place was then a psychiatric hospital for the next 35 years.
Lord.
So there was jumping off the roof here.
Yes, I have 4 relatively well-documented people jumping off the roof. For years I had said there was 3. And then last summer I had a family show up. They were trying to do research on their great uncle. He was here in 1962. He had tuberculosis. He was here about 3 weeks and then decided that living with tuberculosis wasn't a thing that he wanted to do. And so he came over here, made his way to the top of the 5-story building, the dormitory, and swan dived off into the parking lot and passed away. One of the gentlemen who did live jumped off the backside, and he went through the awning, and he lived. That was the one who got away from, I guess, the Grim Reaper or whatever you want to say. One of the gentlemen, if you look up at the 5th-story windows here, the windows weren't shutting properly, and he was able to squeeze his way out of the window to try to crawl down the building, and he fell and killed himself. And so you can't really call that one a jump. That was more of a
fall,
more of an escape attempt. Right now there's a lot of
tumble.
Trees and stuff. I think when it was open, there was no trees to break your fall. I looked at some of the lawsuits that befell this place, but there was a story of a young lady, and I've met people that have confirmed it, but once again, this is not, I don't have deep newspaper articles confirming this. But she came here, she had schizophrenia. She was a young woman in her 20s, and she was admitted right before Christmas. And as soon as she got here, she started complaining about a spectral nurse. A nurse in a pointy hat said that she was staying in her room and that the room was a filthy mess and she had to keep it clean. Otherwise, she wasn't going to allow her to stay in the room. And like I say, it's someone with schizophrenia, someone who is delusional, can make up stories. But this was dormitories for tuberculosis that are nurses, so who knows. And so she spent the next 6 weeks on her hands and knees scrubbing the tile with her toothbrush. She complained to the staff, she complained to the nurses, she complained to the doctor, she complained to her parents. And 6 weeks after she got here, she took all of her clothes off in a blizzard and went and crawled up to the base of the water tower and froze to death, naked in a blizzard on Valentine's Day. And that's the kind of thing that gets your hospital shut down for patient care issues. And so
also gets your,
it's like I said, that's that kind of sad story.
What
That's like I said, I spoke earlier, like the psychic debt that you can feel on a place like this. And so
100%.
What I think about, what do I find depressing about this place? I cannot picture being locked in here with 200 other mental patients. It seems like a crazy number of people to have in this facility.
Yeah.
I would be pretty happy if I was sent out here because it's like being in a state park. I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's rolling hills. There's trails in the woods. When we got here, the funniest thing we found in the woods were dug out caves and peanut butter jars. There was like these little caves that someone had dug into the hillside. And we're like, what the heck is that? Why are there so many peanut butter jars out here in the woods? I mean, raccoons? I don't know. But I found out from talking to deputies that guys would save up their meds until they had like a week's supply, and they would go to the commissary and get jars of peanut butter because that was like the one thing you could buy for like snack food in the commissary. And they would like get 12 jars of peanut butter and a week's worth of meds, and then they would go live kind of in the rough till either the cops found them or till they ran out of peanut butter and they came back. And so it was really weird finding like mounds of peanut butter jars in the woods.
So what about a cemetery?
Cemeteries, yes. When I purchased the place, I was like, there's no bodies here, right? And they're like, no, there's no bodies here. I'm like, okay, that's good. Because I wasn't planning on doing paranormal investigations. But then about a year after I owned it, a federal marshal stops by just to say hi because he was into the paranormal. He goes, oh yeah, there's a potter's field up there by the water tower. I was like, potter's field? There's no potter's field. He's like, I promise you, Greg, that there's a potter's field up there. I'm like, nah, there's no potter's field. He's like, I swear there's a potter's field up there. Don't dig. I'm like, whatever. Anyway, when they were taking out the coal ash, they were digging coal ash, and the excavator digs out a body out of the coal ash.
Oh.
And everybody panics. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, here's skeleton, here's ribs, here's legs. And I'm like, oh, this is terrible. And Bill's like, well, why don't you tell this story? You can get in trouble on this story.
So we are over at Billy Creek working on another project, and we hear that they found bones. What we were told is they found bones.
They think they're human.
And we're like, oh, this is terrible. And I'm like, so paranormal investigating is now a business. And I'm like, I don't know that this is like the worst news ever. Of all the places, this could be a thing, and we're gonna do what needs to be done and rebury them. But we always wondered if there were bodies here. And the terrible joke is, I'm like, oh man, this was in the coal ash. So it was built up year after year after year after year after year. I'm like, what happens if this is like the first body and we're just going to keep digging and we're going to find more bodies as we go down? Or we find an unnamed serial killer who was dumping people in the back or something crazy. Like, what's going on? Because we're starting to freak out. We hear the state archaeologist is coming out and the state police are coming. So I mean, like, this is turning into a big thing. We never saw the body. We never saw nothing. We never saw anything. Yeah. And when the state archaeologists come out, it took them like 2 minutes to go, these are pig bones, guys. These are not people. These are not, this is definitely animal detritus. Nobody needs to worry. That's what this is. And you're probably going to find more of them because my guess is this was a bag of garbage that got dumped. And it's no big deal. But then the opportunity to speak to the state archaeologist. Yeah, I come up to the state archaeologist and I was like, hey, it's good that this isn't a body, but I heard that there's a potter's field out here. And she goes, yeah, you mean the one up by the water tower? I'm like, what? You guys knew that there was a potter's field up here? And I specifically asked if there was a potter's field here, and you said no. He goes, well, I didn't say no. I'm like, and so what should I do about it? It's like, I wouldn't dig up there. I'm like, are you planning on digging up there? I was like, no, I'm not planning on digging up here, but don't you have to tell people that, like, you have bodies buried out there? And they're like, well, not really. The free state of Indiana. I guess now, before the year 2000, you didn't have to have permission to bury somebody on private property.
Wow.
That's interesting. Wow. And there's a law against it now, so don't do it. Oh. Public service announcement number 9.
There you go.
There we go.
So that was a very exciting
the more
day.
You know.
And
very exciting.
The worst part was they didn't bother to tell the excavation company that they could come back. And so like a week later, they call, are the police still out there? I was like, oh, they called it all clear a week ago. You can be back the next day. And they're like, what? They had their whole crew like off work and being paid, and because that. But so that is once again, I've never gone up there with a backhoe because I don't want to start digging up bodies. But they say there is. It's from this. I think it's mostly ashes. I was told that in the coal burning power plant, they did have an incinerator for indigent people, that they incinerated them on site and then they interred their ashes up there. So it may But like I say, the state archaeologist was like, no, there's a body shield up there. And so the federal marshal said there's like 30 bodies. So it's not like, I mean, there's places I know that there's a place in Ohio that's the infirmary. I think it's Madison Infirmary.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there's like 4,000 people buried in the yard. It's like crazy numbers of dead people. So,
do we have confirmation that they had an incinerator in the power plant?
Once again,
it's anecdotal. People have told us that.
Yeah,
I've had people tell me that.
Yeah.
But I never knew if we ever found
we don't have
paperwork
that they had a licensed incinerator.
That's interesting. Because the way you said it, you sounded very sure, and I was intrigued to know that.
Anecdotal.
Yeah. Okay.
Anecdotal.
So I got one more question.
Sure.
Are there any other like interesting deaths that you know about?
Well, there was besides the guys jumping off the roof, there was a person. They were the road entrance to the facility was being reshaped by the state of Indiana because trucks were coming down out of the hills and were dangerously hitting cars and stuff that were drawing its way into the facility, and so they were doing road work out there, and so everybody was kind of slowing down. A lot of the patients went down to the road to watch the construction because it's boring out here. And one young man came down one day, took all his clothes off, and waited till a truck was going by at 40 miles an hour and jumped in front of the truck naked and kind of ended it.
There was another patient from the Lee Allen Bryant period who went over into the creek and got his foot caught
in a
beaver dam and drowned.
And it took several days, they think, for him to drown. They had his foot caught and the water was rolling over the dam, and he like held himself down and swam up, and then held himself down and swam up, and he died. So there's way too many stories like that.
Well,
the Cardinal says we got to quit. It's very loud.
Well, thank you guys for coming out. I really enjoyed this immensely.
Yeah, man. This was an interesting night in here. That's for sure. Would you say this place is haunted? I think this will be an interesting answer from you.
I have people come from all over the world who say it's one of the most haunted places that I've ever been. But as both Bill and I are skeptical, I want to believe. I guess I'm the Fox Mulder of the world. I could be convinced. I am not doctrinaire about it, but spooky, depressing, heebie-jeebies. But I won't guarantee that it's haunted. I mean, if any place in the world is haunted, I think this is the kind of place that would be haunted. But I'll leave it at that.
Seems there's some wriggle room there.
Wriggle room?
Yes. Isn't that isn't that a term?
Wiggle?
Wriggle.
Oh,
Wiggle.
I've got a penchant for mispronouncing some things like that. No, wiggle. I don't know why. I'm thinking of Rob Riggle.
You wriggle your way.
What is it?
You can wiggle or
wiggle. Oh, you can. Can you wriggle?
Wiggle.
Okay, but let's
right. But I'm just not going to be.
Let's stop now. This is because this came up another time that I was right on. Okay, the word gingerly. No one thought that was a word.
Gingerly.
Okay, but is wriggle a word?
I'm pretty sure wriggle's a word.
Yeah, WRIGGLE.
All right,
okay, come on, Bill. Let's get it done.
Let's go. Search it right now.
Wriggle.
Do it live.
Yeah. Twist, turn, quick.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. What do you think about that?
Ding, 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 ding.
There you go.
There you go, young
I
man.
guess
There's
it's
another
true.
lesson for you.
Yeah. We'll give him that one.
Okay.
Wriggle.
Yeah.
A point for Gryffindor.
Yeah, there you go.
Jing.
There you go, Jeff.
So now we're going to jump back to the night before. So keep in mind, once again, that interview is after we investigated. So it's the night before now. We just got to the asylum complex. We checked in, and it's time for us to investigate. We were doing this, like I said before, blind. We didn't know the layouts of the buildings. We truthfully hadn't even really been inside of any of the buildings, so we didn't know what we were walking into. And we had no idea just how dark that night was about to get. Okay, guys, so it's 10 o'clock p.m. this evening. What's up, spooky family? I love everybody who's watching. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Shout out to everyone watching later.
How you doing,
Let's spam
chat?
Stay Spooky in the chat, even though this is like, dude, can you hear my echo?
Yeah.
So, this is Papa Spooks and I's first investigation here on our father-son trip to Indiana. Like I said in the intro, many of my friends who've come here have said this is the scariest place. They've had extreme paranormal activity here, just so much scary stuff, and the history, like you just heard, is just absolutely insane. I mean, just patients jumping off the roofs. A woman crawled up to the water tower, froze to death. A murder in the tunnels. I mean, only God knows exactly what all happened here. But this is exciting to be able to be here this evening. I always love being able to spend time with my dad, love being able to ghost hunt. And I just want to thank everybody online for watching, because y'all make these videos possible. So I just want everybody to know that we appreciate you so much and love you with our entire hearts. But who's behind the camera today? Whoa.
She got them both. How you guys doing? I'm back. Got my sweatshirt on from this place today, rocking that out. This place is incredibly large, gigantic, scary. Yeah, a ton to explore. I'm with Collin again on this series. It's great to be back with him. Father and son time. It's always appreciated by both of us, that's for sure. Well, we appreciate all you guys, always. And yeah, ready to get spooky, man.
It's just me and you tonight,
It's just us. It's just us.
in this place. Like,
Crazy.
hold this for a sec. Like, it goes from here all the way there. I don't know if you can see it. There's some of the buildings, and then way back there.
Yeah, that's just to there.
Yeah.
Then it's way back there.
Yeah, you can't even see it really because it's just shrouded in
And
darkness.
around as well.
To start tonight's investigation, I don't know if you guys have seen the people who've come here before, but I believe it was Destination Fear, not Project Fear, but their old TV show. Dakota, all those guys who we're friends with, and Chelsea, they caught an apparition on a thermal camera in this building walking around. It's absolutely astounding, incredible footage. But we have a FLIR camera right here, so before we even begin tonight, we're gonna lose. God, I can't talk. We're gonna use the FLIR and see if we can pick anything up inside the building, because if we do, dude, what's going on? I can't talk. If we do see something, I don't know if I'm gonna want to go in. So
Yes.
we want to see something, but let's hope that we don't.
Yeah, I've been scanning a little bit ahead of time just to make sure. Even the forest around here is really thick. There's like, as he told us, a lot of bobcats and are there bears in Indiana? I have no idea. But of course, in the tunnels, bats, which is freaking, damn it. I hated to hear that one. But let's do a scan up here and see if we can see anything.
All right,
All right.
Okay, so if you guys don't know what a FLIR camera is, it's basically a, what would you call it? A thermal sensing camera? Thermal mapping.
Yeah.
We've used it before, just recently in the Conjuring House video. We picked up a strange blue anomaly on Connor's shirt when he was feeling like he was getting jumped.
That was freaking crazy
Yeah.
for me, actually.
Yeah.
Using,
And Jeff is really good at using this thing. He's always able. We picked up that hand thing at the Dumas brothel too. I don't know if you remember that. So yeah, let's
just scanning.
Yeah, you guys have
let's
been actually
ask.
very lucky with that thermal.
So if there's
A
anybody
few times you've used it.
in the
I'm
old
surprised you guys don't use it more often.
asylum building, will you show yourself to us, please? My name's Collin.
My name's Jeff.
We're about to come in there and talk to y'all.
Echo.
All right, let's walk a little closer and see if maybe we can pick something up.
I've been scanning also kind of over to the nursing home. See the water tower up here?
Oh, that's eerie looking.
Yep, and the bushes all the way out across. There's the home. See it?
Uh-huh.
It's great. This is a great quality FLIR camera, but I haven't picked up any heat signatures that are kind of unusual.
Well, that's good.
You know, people say not to whistle at night because it attracts spirits. But
Okay, you know what's interesting is like this window right here is white. Did you hear that? That window right there.
That's weird.
Okay, so there's the entry. So it's the what? Would it be the
Second up from the
Look at-
middle.
third floor?
I think I can see something in the window.
Okay, so it's actually right there. Look at it stays that way.
That's weird.
Look at all the other windows are yellow. You get to white.
So people say not to whistle at night because it attracts spirits. But I have to say, if it attracts spirits, we kind of need to do it, you know?
We are trying to attract spirits here.
If there's anybody in that building, We're coming on in.
There's some branches cracking over here.
Heck of an echo behind that whistle.
Okay, now
Bit
this
eerie.
window has gone red. While the other ones are blue.
I can see the room right there. It doesn't look like there's anything in the window. You see that?
Oh, it's a clear window. Like
Yeah, you can see in there.
every other window. I'm just.
Dude, remember how he said a patient took their own life by boiling themselves?
That, and I wonder which.
Because the room's hot, it looks like.
True.
That does
I wonder
make an
what
interesting
room.
White
question.
hot.
Yeah.
Because if you remember in the story, a guy actually cut through a pipe in the room, filling it with steam, and it boiled him alive. Give him a good whistle, see if they come out. Are you gonna whistle?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just said okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
There
You want me to whistle?
Yeah.
No, the whistles are trees. Cut to the blow.
Interesting choice. of
Thank you.
Notes there.
It wasn't meant to be any kind of melody. What do you want me to sing Stairway to Heaven or whistle?
Yeah, yeah. Come on.
I can't
What
do it.
the hell?
I don't know what the hell. Okay, anyway.
Recognize the song?
Shrek?
Yeah. Shrek, yeah, that's what
I'm
it's
just
called.
spanning here a little bit. I don't want a bobcat to come up.
All right, if there's anybody in that building, we're coming in. It's time to report for roll call for the day.
We're coming. Okay, I'm really, really intrigued by this white building, this white window.
We can come back and scan. Why don't we try to scan one more time when we're done investigating?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this though. Let's at least remember
That
to
video
mark
bugged out a
that
bit.
window and actually investigate in there.
Yeah, it's that room right there.
I mean, it's the second from the. What would that be? The fourth floor.
Yeah, you can see it. It's 1, 2.
Yeah. So when we come in there, we just got to remember, look
Right
down
here.
at the awning, right? There's a window below us before it hits the awning. That's when we'll know we're in there. Okay, we're ready. Should we shut this down?
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay.
Okay, man. We're walking in right now.
We're ready.
Jesus, that's a bright light. Definitely looks eerie, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Dude, this is so crazy to see the old.
We're here, folks. It's just trying to capture the film on upstairs and stuff.
That window is on the 4th floor, right?
Yes. Where we?
Look at that chair in the tree.
I told you, remember?
What the
There's
hell?
several chairs in the tree.
That's strange.
That's right, they did mention it earlier.
Oh, this
That's
is creepy as
really
shit.
weird.
Did you just hear that?
Heard something. It sounded strange, but it's hard to say what it was. Could have been something blowing in the wind, but you never know.
I know. Oh, debunked.
What?
There's no window here.
Oh.
That's That's why I was showing up weird.
Damn.
No glass in the window.
Well, that's
that's
interesting.
why.
Yeah, well, at least we can debunk it on camera.
There we go. That's interesting. Yeah, that is interesting.
Well, shit, let's set up, man. All right, so we are on the 4th floor
I mean,
of the
good on you
mental
guys following up on that
asylum
and
building.
making sure to check on that, because that is still was
It's
really weird.
over. That device just said. We've got a bunch of stuff set up. We've got REM pods, a paranormal jump rope, Paralight, tons of different devices. But
Just
right
spread
now, we're
everywhere
just going to
see
try
what
and see if
happens.
there's
What
anybody here
Nabs and nibbles.
that we can establish contact. Brother. That's interesting. Look at this. Old Happy Halloween sign. Looks like it was from the asylum.
I just hit
Which one?
Definition.
this one back here.
All right. So to start out tonight, to any spirit that's in here, we're about to give you some energy. I know people have come to try speak with you, so please try to take this energy that we're giving you and speak with us this evening. We're
Oh,
coming
you're gonna
here
try
from
to
a
check up
place
Saturn again?
of love and respect. By the way, totally forgot to say a little protection thing before we start. God, higher power, please protect my father, Jeff, and I as we venture tonight into the darkness. Please be with us.
Rebecca.
Watch us, watch over us, and just be by our side while we take this walk through the flames.
Little boy.
Amen.
Man. Wow, that
Dude.
just hit.
Yeah, look at
Over here, dude, what is this though? The triangular thing. What was just off? I went to green on the other side.
Rebecca, little boy. Brother and little boy. All right. I'm going to supercharge the environment real quick.
All right, there it is.
1 second, so. All right. Watch this. It'll set this off. I bet.
That went off.
Oh, what the hell?
And that's off. Went off.
Yep, that's picking up the actual static it's putting out. Look at it.
Dude, I'm feeling.
Right?
I'm feeling it.
Dude, look at how it's actually. Zoom in on that.
Yeah.
That REM pod right there has a static meter, so that's actual scientific proof that this area is right now being filled with invisible energy. It's kind of really cool to see how that. Here, maybe turn your light off.
Oh yeah, look at
This
that.
shows that the environment is being filled with invisible energy. Hear it? If you can hear my voice, whatever floor of the building you're on, come down and speak with us. You can take this energy if you'd like.
That's cool. The light's just going off and not the actual sound.
Lively.
Lively
We haven't
sanctity.
Told them who we are.
We're coming to you.
Yep, they're watching.
We're coming to you just to talk and hang out. We want to just show people that you're here. My name's Collin.
My name's Jeff.
So if there's somebody here, it looks like we just picked you up walking down this hallway right here. Could you make a noise or just show us that you're here somehow so we can have a conversation?
She was killed.
Dude, it said right here, she
was
Rebecca, her, she was killed. Drainage. Who was killed? Can you tell us the name? Was it Rebecca? Is that who you're talking about? Dude,
Where was that?
that one.
Oh, jeez.
What the?
Okay. Oh,
Ooh, it's just going all over the place right now.
is that just another
That's another
REM
one.
pod? I've never seen that one before.
Yeah, it's new. So someone's here. Thank
Okay.
you for that. So
Emotion.
Oh my
Christian emotion,
Okay, we're getting. Okay,
dude.
You're welcome.
Sanity,
Very
dude.
talkative.
you're welcome in. Really.
Sanity.
and a
It does seem like the extra
Sanity
stack
signal
charge
is
is giving them a little
asylum.
boost. They're
Keep
not
coming
very
in. You're
talkative.
welcome to come and join us. It seems like you are.
Emotion, sanity, Christian.
And you can make yourself known by doing just what you're doing. Making these lights go off, touching some of those colored lights? We'd love to know that you're here.
That one just went off.
Down here. Down here.
Oh, this one too. This one too.
Wow. Witch.
What did it say?
Witch.
What?
Yo, that was crazy, dude.
Okay.
Because that one went off first, right there.
Right.
And then it came like through
In an
here
arc?
and went down to both sides. But it didn't hit this one.
It did hit that one.
Really?
Yeah,
You
that's
saw it?
what. Remember, that's when I asked you.
I know, but just now.
Oh no.
Just now that went off.
Really? Why,
That one,
Okay.
that static got it. And then
Oh.
incorrect. So Rebecca. So
You think it's Rebecca?
it wasn't Rebecca is what you're saying. Can you touch
There's
one?
many others.
There's many others.
Well, that makes sense.
That's a
I
very
had a
intelligent
weird chill.
reply.
It's cold here.
So if Rebecca wasn't killed, can you tell us the name of who was killed? A woman's name, please?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. That's kind of funny because I asked, can you tell me? And it said, yes, I can.
Oh,
So
I'll
if you
tell
can tell
no.
us, please tell us the name of the woman who was killed. Tell us her name. Dude,
Okay, so did one go off?
that one's not going off this time.
Didn't that hit over there? Over there first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait and see. Goods. Okay, that's weird because logs are hogs. Girl, dude, girl again.
Who are we talking with? If you're giving us some signs on that device, can you tell us your name?
Eh?
Gas.
Just say
Gas,
What did it say?
gas, and let me in. Infirmary.
Infirmary. Oh, dude, that just went off. Can you do that again, please? Come out of the room, maybe?
Me, dude. This is
here?
intelligent, dude.
I know.
You said, who are we talking to? Me.
Okay. Can you tell us your
Thank
name
you for the obvious information.
on that device? You're using it well.
Dude, this is so weird because, once again, I don't even know if you noticed, it said girl when we asked, tell us her name. It says girl.
Yeah.
Maybe this person didn't even know who the girl was. He just knows that she died. Like, if you were a patient in the hospital, I don't know if you'd know every woman's name on the floor. Maybe this person forgot their own name, or they, not to be cruel, but had some sort of mental condition where they couldn't remember it. Disagree.
Okay, that doesn't sound.
Explain the lights.
Explain the lights.
So the lights, again, are almost like toys, if you will. You can come up and touch them. They won't hurt you. You can play with them so they change colors or make a sound. So any of these lights you can free. There's also little balls that you can touch. That didn't quite sound right.
Oh! Whoa!
Okay.
There you are.
Is that going on?
Thank
was the
you.
only
Very
one.
Okay,
good.
okay.
Solid grip on
Thank
that
you.
one, son.
That's f***ing crazy, dude.
Can,
And it's just right there, dude.
okay. I was gonna ask, can you tell us something? What is it?
Matthew.
Matthew.
Okay.
We're asking, it's a man that we're saying, who is he?
Oh, I just said, who is he?
Yeah, Matthew.
Matthew. Oh my, I'm getting. Okay, Matthew. It sounds like you're the one that's here telling us some things, but can you touch one of the lights? Oh my God!
Oh, dude, the other ones didn't even go off.
And it's always that one.
What the-
Look at.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
So he's down here, man.
I'm sorry, it was a
Okay.
little weird.
How
We
trippy.
are on the channel Mad
move
Inc.
this.
So it was a bit of a moment
Matthew.
there. But they did mention that there was a, and I quote, Christian person here. So it kind of
Yeah.
matches up 1-to-1 that someone would have a pseudo-religious name.
Little boy around you.
Little boy around you.
Oh my gosh.
And it said at the beginning, little boy,
Okay.
brother.
Were there little boys?
Maybe Matthew's looking for his brother.
Matthew.
That's crazy.
So, are you thinking then that it's Matthew, a little boy?
It's just confirmed it.
Dude, no way, brother. Brother on a different device. I just said it. A different device.
You got it.
I got it. Dude, look at the very first thing, bro. On there it says brother, little boy. And then it says little boy around you, brother. Oh. Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, though, it said brother in the very beginning.
That's what I mean. It
Little
said brother
boy
and
again.
Little boy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It also, it could make sense when you think about it. If this little boy saw a girl that died and he didn't know her name, but he was traumatized by it.
Absolutely.
Think about it. Because it said she died. Like there was a woman who died and maybe this little kid saw it. Little boy around you, brother. Maybe he's looking for his brother.
Or maybe he's
That's
looking
what
for
it
his
seems
sister.
like. Are you looking for your brother?
Andrea.
Andrea.
Okay, Andrea. Who else do we have? Andrea and who else?
Rebecca.
Rebecca and Andrea.
Was Andrea the woman who died? Did you just remember her name? Crossroads. Look at where we are right now. We're in the
You're basically the crossroads
of
on
the
the
hospital.
fourth floor. Yeah.
Yeah. Benny?
Lounge pathway going to that, and pathways going to either way. Always going the other way, and the doorway going to the back.
It'd be nice, to have some of these names tomorrow.
I'm behind you now.
Tomorrow. Who are you behind, though? Give us a sign. Who are you? Oh. No, he's not this one yet. If you're behind one of us.
Probably.
Oh, Colin.
I just got that on camera.
Okay, that's
Dude,
you.
someone's behind me.
That's you. That one just went off. No, these didn't go off, though.
Trust me.
Okay.
So none of the REM pods went off, but these... Okay, dude, when you
Wait a
actually
second.
put that together...
Yeah.
Neither of the REM pods went off. Just that one and this one.
1900s.
Like behind me.
Okay. But 1900s again, remember?
Mm-hmm. A lot of the activity here has been going on since the 1900s.
These things are spitting out.
It is future appointment.
I mean, there would have been appointments
That's
all
tricky with
the
that
time.
off behind me. That's...
That is.
There's a path.
Whew. I guess I'm feeling gingerly charged. You know it. Are you causing me to feel this way? Give me a sign that you are. Just for fun. Or you can say it in one of these boxes. What did it say? Something here.
Satisfied.
I gotta get a chair too. I'll grab that one. I won't be able to see much, but I'll bring it out. You're welcome to come down and join us through the doorways. And it will make... Oh, come on. Oh, man. Oh. Why this one again?
Hello.
That one hit too. Are you coming in? Come in and show us you're coming farther forward.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my God, dude. That, and then that went off to come forward, and I got a freaking chill through my body.
I got it, dude. It feels
And
actually.
then it said, nice to meet you as well.
It said you will find the answer. Clothes.
Clothes. I just saw clothes. Blue jeans.
Yeah, there's a bunch of clothes.
Clothes
up here.
there. Oh, okay, someone's right here.
Careening.
Someone's
Careening.
right here because of that. There they can. So, can you tell me what your name is? Who's standing here in front of us? It seems like I've invited you forward. You've come forward to there. You can come closer. Move some of this rock right here. Let us know you're here. You know, anybody that's here is welcome to come down and join us. We're friendly. Collin. Oh, I feel definitely cool. Like a bubble right here, dude. Oh, hear that? Dude, this is a cold.
Dude, this was really weird. This device, I just watched it reset completely by itself. It glitched, and right when it glitched, that went off over there.
Yeah.
Like it glitched. I've never seen that. I went to the open screen.
Okay, somebody's right here. They want us to know, Collin. I think is my gut feeling. Like to recognize they're here, standing here. I see you in a sense. I know you're here. I almost feel your cool presence, if you will.
Hell. Churchgoer and hell. I just saw one of those flicker.
This one?
Yeah, I saw one.
The string? Wow, this, I'm just going to say, there's a definite cold area to my left, just here. I mean, it's like night and day from this side to over here. So you're standing here, obviously you're setting that off. Can you show me another way that you're here?
I'm so confused.
Okay, so...
Okay.
Dude, it said, I'm so confused and no name.
Yeah. So, we're just here to communicate with you, really, just to acknowledge that you exist. And we're here and we're completely friendly. And we just want to... every time I talk. But if you could, move a rock in front of us here, even just gently kick it.
Or knock.
Wait, no, that one's off over there.
Dude, don't disrespect us
go
right
off.
when that happened.
Oh, man. No.
Whoa.
I promise you, we are not disrespecting you. No. That is not our intent at all. I think we've got some people on either side of us.
Oh, dude, look. They're standing down there now. Look at that thing. Got it. The camera.
Again.
Dude, somebody just came up down there.
I'm like...
Oh, it's cold all of a sudden. You feel it,
I
dude?
feel it on
It's
this side
actually
now,
fucking
too.
cold.
Okay, so viewers, I'm just... You can't... I can't, this is what you can't get on camera. It was not at all cold here.
No, it's on
It's
my
still
legs.
cold here, though.
It's very lonely here.
There's people, I think, on both sides of us, dude. That's my feeling. Like, we're sandwiched, and they're like, there's some people here.
Dude, how weird too. Right when, for the first time in forever, both of them go off.
Yeah.
And right after that one went off down there, the proximity meter shows someone's right there.
Right.
So now it's blue again.
Oh, dude, it's cold in here. Who just came in here? Can you tell us your name, please? E. Cole?
What is it?
E-C-O-L-E.
It must be a name.
Can you just really clearly try to say what your name is? If this is the little boy who saw the woman get killed?
Are you staying?
It's very lonely here. Are you staying?
Yeah. We're staying for a while. Would you like for us to stay?
Building.
Do you enjoy that we're here to visit you?
Dude, building. Are you staying in the building?
Right.
We just want to know
it's very obvious that there is somebody here with us. Can you just please try really hard to identify yourself so we know who we're talking to? Hear that? Big bang.
Really? I was concentrating.
Oh. Dude, it was a big bang. Holy. It's weird. It said hell, Christian, religious. Gorgeous. Thank you. Oh.
Here, let me give you my left side. It's my better side. Actually,
Do you
it's my
think we're
right side.
gorgeous?
Someone said.
Yeah, it
My
said
best
gorgeous.
lit
Do you
side.
think we're gorgeous men?
Yo.
Wow, that's a switch.
At least they're friendly.
Who'd I have at the? Remember, dude, at the not the Victorian Mansion, but the other one, where
Oh, Thea.
wasn't she like dishing me?
Yeah, calling you a freak.
Oh yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah.
But what?
Wow.
Nice
What I was
turn
gonna say
around.
is that device over there. Marlo.
Oh,
That's a name. Is that a
Another
woman's name?
Marlo Thomas.
I lost my life here.
It's cold.
I'm sorry that you lost your life here.
On the lawn. I lost my life here on the lawn with someone that jumped to
Really?
their death.
Wow. Dude, this thing. It's cold again over here.
I
If
know,
I could
it's
just have
feeling
you
very
sit here.
cold.
It's cold right here and nothing from this side.
Death.
Look at this.
I died here. Death. Uncle.
Who are you?
Dorothy.
That was quick. And that device is going off.
Dorothy.
There's so many spirits.
Yeah,
here.
I know. I don't know.
Leslie. So we've got Dorothy, Leslie, Marlo.
Okay, I wonder if there was like, would be interesting to ask, Colin. Didn't he say though it was a co-ed, or I wonder if it was sectioned by floor, right?
Right.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if he knows that.
Therapist.
Really?
Yes.
Holy shit! We're in a psychiatric hospital.
I know. Are you?
Okay, I think whatever's standing here wants to get our attention to like focus a little bit here.
Are you saying that you want to see your therapist?
Okay, I see you in front of this device you're playing with, but can you show us more? So we're not ignoring you. I know you're over here because it's still really cold.
I'm over here.
There you are. They are very
I do
responsive.
see you over here.
When it hits something they're ready to
But-
talk to.
Can you show us something different than just the music box? This isn't making you do tricks. This is just respectfully. Let us hear or see something else that confirms it's somebody or a few of you.
Cut.
Arm caught.
Cut.
Oh.
Like,
Cut your wrists. Yeah. I bet there are people that slit their wrists in here and killed
those
themselves.
numbers. 100%.
Acute arm
care.
cut.
Okay, I don't get this over here though, dude.
I know.
Why this keeps like
Dude, it's cold.
I
Feel
know.
that?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
What?
It's very cold. So, you told us you died here. You said death. I died in this building. And then you said car. Then you said
Later.
dilator. Then you said arm cut acute. I hate to ask this question of you. We just want to figure out what happened to you. Did you use some sort of an instrument to cut or slit your own wrists, and that's how you died? In quarantine.
So Colin, in mine, it might be gonna come on mine because I lost my life here, Dorothy. I'm over here, cut, right?
And it says in quarantine. Maybe they were like isolated and they killed themselves.
So, if we're gonna like try to speak with you, oh my God, oh Jesus, look at who's talking,
dude, behind you, dude.
That is,
and that one
has not gone off, dude. What the heck?
Name.
Okay, hold on. We gotta slow down.
Name.
Okay.
Who's talking?
Yeah.
Name.
Okay, my name is Jeff.
And my name's Collin.
Thank you for asking. Can you tell me your name? We've told you our name.
Take a breath, dude. Take a breath. Like you just saw us freaking out over that. This is like some of this.
There's something.
Some of the fastest responses I've heard of.
This has got to be some of the most intelligent activity we've seen in a long time. It's crazy. Every single question.
I wonder.
Galena.
Galena?
My place.
I reminisce here.
Dude, that just said my place. I reminisce here. Like,
Yeah.
this is my place. I come here to reminisce.
Yeah.
Are you... Maybe they don't like that we're here. We haven't even thought about that. Hedgehog.
Dark spirit.
Okay, there's... Who...
Dude, I just said maybe they don't like that
Yeah.
we're here. Dark
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
Is there a darker spirit here with us? Jacobson.
Yeah, where are you?
See me.
See me. Okay, but how do I see you? How do I see you? Where are you?
I'm next to you.
Oh my God, I'm fucking charged.
What the hell, dude?
You're right. It's so cold on my leg. It's like on this one.
Dude, how many times has it said I'm behind you? I'm next to you.
See me. Can you please show us yourself? We would love just to capture that you're here. Oh, gosh, I feel like there's like a mist down there.
Mike.
What was that noise?
Yeah.
It was like...
Mike. Mike.
There's something. I can't
Okay.
say for sure it's the scream, though.
We got a focal point over here.
So, Mike... Maybe that's...
Oh, down.
Mike, you saw somebody dying and... You didn't help them when they were dying? Do you feel guilty about that?
You can keep coming closer. It's so cold right here.
Is that it, Mike? You feel a little guilty? Oh! Both of them!
Again.
Both!
Again.
Heart attack, dude.
God. What the heck? What is going
A lot of stories all
Dude,
at once.
heart attack. I didn't help. Maybe this person feels guilty. Someone was having a heart attack and they didn't help him.
7 spirits.
Seven.
Something bad.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They didn't help. They feel guilty.
I did something bad.
Dude, it says right there, I didn't help, heart attack. I did something bad right after I said guilty.
Do you think it's Mike?
Yeah. Maybe a male nurse.
What did that say right there?
7 spirits.
Damn.
There's obviously several of them around. There's a lot of stories flying around. You can barely keep up the names to
All right,
the stories.
who's the dark spirit that's in here? Mike? Can you please tell us? Or maybe Dorothy? I wonder what the connection is with the little boy, the brother.
Who is over in this area
Constance.
Oh,
here? Constance.
another woman.
Right when I ask again. So I think
Jail.
I think these people are stepping forward. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It said this word twice. Mucilage. What is that?
How do you spell it?
Mucilage. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. But I think what was crossing my mind, like drawing our attention to this window that, it turned out to be no glass. And then crossroads. This might be kind of a little bit of a portal, or a gathering, if you will.
A vicious
area.
A viscous secretion or bodily fluid. Mucilage, twice.
Oh, mucus, like mucus.
Blood. Could that be blood from someone slitting their wrists?
Well.
Black Death.
Oh, that's weird, because didn't they used to compare tuberculosis to the Black Death? Because of how, widespread it was?
Like the plague?
Yeah.
I believe kind of, sort of.
Oh, dude.
Mucilage. It was a tuberculosis hospital, too.
Oh.
Coughing up your f***ing lungs.
Of course.
Quezon?
Judas Cradle.
That's a torture device.
Judas Cradle. I've never even seen that say that on here.
Did
Have
they
you?
use those in asylums?
What is that? I don't know.
It's like a torture device.
Judas Cradle?
Yeah. It was this thing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's pretty
cold.
dark. Yeah, right now.
Oh, dude, right when we felt that cold, this device died, dude.
It died?
Look it. This is fully charged.
Is it actually completely dead?
No,
Oh,
no.
it turned off.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. Again.
Yeah, that
I just think,
that
what are they
little
trying to tell us?
music box
It's like, this is like someone
just
like,
constantly saying that
come on,
somebody's
come
there.
on. You gotta, what do you think?
Gossip. What are they trying to tell us? Gossip.
What?
Jim.
My feeling again is like these people are stepping forward here. Jim. Okay, if that's you want to be recognized. What do you want us? What do you want us to know about you, Jim? It's almost like they want us to actually step forward and recognize each one. Like, it's my turn. Okay, sorry. So, Jim, what is it that you want us to know about you?
Dude, maybe he wants us to walk down there. Should we go walk down there
Let's
together?
do it, yeah.
Do you want us to walk down there? Obviously,
you know how to touch those lights and set them off. Can you touch them again if you want us to come down this hallway where we're pointing?
What is that? I can't understand it.
it's like the obelisk, how it gives you those just syllables that make words.
Okay. Yeah,
That's a big yes.
Back there though as well. Oh, last one's going off too. Okay, so
Dude.
Okay, so then what does that mean?
They knew. Gossip, they knew. There's something weird that was going on in this building.
We like to be left alone.
Man, I'm sorry, I guess, huh?
So,
I'm listening to you.
I'm listening to you. Have we been interpreting this wrong? Do you want us to leave?
Oh, I just got a cold gust of air.
Me too.
Wow. Do you want us to leave? Okay, it's like you want the attention back.
Oh, I just saw one of those light up, dude.
Which one?
On the...
String?
Yeah.
Careful.
There is some clothes right there behind the door.
And whose clothes are those? That's so like, what are those?
The children are listening.
Dude, I'm listening to you. The children are listening.
What's over there?
Theory.
If anybody online can make sense of all of this too, what we've gathered so far, it seems like there's a connection between little boy and brother. Maybe a patient who's looking for his little brother. There seems to be like a woman named Dorothy. Seems to be someone who slit their wrists and died. There's also somebody here who comes here to reflect. This is their place. And movement.
Yeah, I think this area, maybe it's something like over here. Something happened here, you know? Like, look here, look here, look here, is what I'm kind of feeling. What happened? Did something happen when this was open? Did something happen right over here in this area? Did somebody get hurt or cause their self-harm?
Victim.
Oh, victim.
Isabella.
Isabella, a victim? I mean, you know, remember?
There was rape that happened here.
A lot of rape, he said. Wow, that'd be... So...
I say we gotta walk down there.
Okay.
Little boy.
Little boy.
Speak it.
Speak it.
Speak it.
This thing is, I've never seen this device die.
Yeah,
Out of
that
all the
thing's gone
videos
nuts.
we've
Yeah.
used
Again,
on,
dead?
it's completely fried. It was charging all day last night.
Window.
Window!
Oh,
The whole reason we came up here.
right there.
Window. Didn't someone crawl out of the one of the windows?
Yeah,
when
that's
they
what I was
died?
saying. Remember they fell on
Maybe
the
it's
awning. The
one of
one
these.
lived too. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
They fell on the awning. Remember?
All right, we're gonna come down here.
Infected.
Infected. Tuberculosis. Infected.
I hear you.
Dude. I didn't even think, dude. Earlier on it said quarantine.
Yeah.
Tuberculosis.
Oh,
Culture.
oh, jeez. Hold on there.
Yes.
Swallowed wrong.
Obviously quarantine. What the?
Profit.
Okay, that's us. That's not.
That's not us.
That's not us.
That's moving around the thing too.
Okay, are you?
What the f?
Did you want us to go back?
It says I don't trust.
This is just a random noise
I
generator.
don't know if they really want.
Silent. Dude. Dude, it seems like...
Dude. It really seemed... What if someone died right here?
That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I mean. Like I think it's like something happened in this, like this pile, if you will, and this heap of pile right there. Kind of like something happened there.
Can you tell us?
I have this device right here that should be able to hear your voice. Can you use your voice and just tell us,
I'm a man.
Mike? It said there was a victim right here. What happened?
What happened right here, Mike, or whoever this man is?
It's like super cold in here. This is fucking creepy.
What happened in this hallway?
Cart.
Soap.
Is there a cart?
Look at. I didn't even know it went over here.
What happened back here?
What's going on here? Did you draw us back here? We didn't know this was back here. Did something happen back here? Oh, big rush of air.
I heard like, is it?
Did something happen back here that was bad?
The taker of future. The taker of futures.
Arms hurting there.
Was somebody killed on this floor?
Bench.
Bench. Other people hire or?
Do you remember when we came in, I said those benches?
Well, we're gonna go to another building soon. We're gonna go over to the nursing home. So do you have anything left to tell us?
Rip out the hair.
So guys, we'd love to stay in this building all night, but we have to get to the nursing home and the
Right.
tuberculosis original wing,
Lots of
and then to
interesting
the
activity up
tunnels. So we got to get going.
Soul.
Is that tape up all the way down? It's not supposed to.
No, it's not us.
Dang.
Just that wasn't going off until we just came around the corner.
Yeah, something happened right here.
That's only got a 10-foot reach. I think before we leave, it's like, oh, the light on the string went off down at the very end down there, on the far end.
Yeah, that's what I kept seeing.
I think it's like something happened here. You know,
Ask
violent.
Ask it one more. It hurt. He hurt me.
One of the men, this might be an all-women's floor. Yeah.
Where is my body?
Where is my body? Okay, so look at talking to us, but she knows her body's gone. You know, I think your body, I don't know for sure, but gosh, what would you say, Collin? We just don't
where
know.
your body is.
We don't know.
So you're a woman, and something violent happened to you here?
I wish there was a way to tell. Like, oh, okay.
Died up here.
Okay.
Happened something.
Find out if there's any record, you know, of the floor. This is the 4th floor.
Sadly, show my battery. My battery's about to die.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pause.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna add in really quick look at what we're packing up. It said, cover up beyond here, it spread fast. Like tuberculosis.
Right.
Cover up like a face mask. It spread fast. I think that's really crazy.
When I was coming up the stairs, it's recorded. I remember I said I feel like I need to wear a face mask.
Yeah, right.
So in the upstairs of the asylum building, it seemed like someone was there with us. They were making their presence known, setting off our devices, setting off certain devices to guide us to certain areas, like down that hallway to the right. And that just left us with so many questions. What happened down there? Was somebody assaulted down there? Were they attacked? Did a patient take their own life? We know from the historical tour that we received that there was a patient on that floor who broke open a steam pipe and basically melted himself to death. So was his room down there? Was he trying to communicate with us? A lot of questions and a lot of distinct spirits that were coming through trying to tell their story. So if you guys have any ideas about what this means, be sure to leave me a comment. But we knew at that point that we had to keep going because the property is so big. And so we headed down to the nursing home.
All right, everybody. So we've already done the asylum. Like we said before, seems like we were talking to somebody looking for a little boy who is their brother, someone who may have slit their wrists and died. There was something nefarious that happened there that we couldn't really get a read on. So we're heading into the nursing home. Like
Like we said before, tonight we're doing all 3 locations here, 3 totally different types of hauntings. You have the asylum with that energy, the nursing home with a lot of deaths, thousands of deaths happening here, 6,000 plus in total. And we're gonna do something interesting tonight. So Jeff's got the SLS. We're gonna walk into this nursing home running the SLS, and immediately when we find a figure, we're gonna keep the SLS on that figure, start up the bell device, and then run a DR60 to see if we can communicate with the spirit that we're picking up on the SLS in an intelligent way.
Sounds like a great plan. Yep.
It's
damn cold.
Let's go,
Sounds like a great plan.
Sounds like a great plan, man.
All right.
And I'm just gonna state for the record, I think nursing homes are some of the creepiest goddamn places on earth.
I gotta get something going if you want me to get this going, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
That came from inside the nursing home over there. That was like a rock or something like that. Run the flare real quick. Okay. All right, so we just changed plans. We just heard a really loud noise inside of that nursing home, and since there are a bunch of windows here, Jeff's gonna run the FLIR thermal camera one more time before we do the SLS experiment. That was loud.
Hello?
wait a second.
Hello?
Hold on. Okay. Oh, wait.
What the f is
Second.
that?
Wait. Move. What? No, wait.
Wait, I don't see anything on that door.
Wait a second. Is that us? That's us. At least the bottom part. What
Wait,
the?
what's the fucking little
Wait a
circle?
second.
No fucking
But
way,
there's
dude.
something up. Wait, look at. There's one here
That's the
and one there. Oh. Well, let's just. Okay, so the figure is us. Right there.
What the
Is that the no trespassing?
Wait, what is that? No, that's not. Wait, look, there's me. I'm looking at the camera right there. There's us.
Where are you at?
Dude, what the f is that?
A dark question.
It's heat.
Okay, wait a second.
Wait, where is
Hold
that on
don't,
here?
Don't do anything. Don't get closer. You know,
Dude,
your head. You gotta come on this side. Your head's right in the middle of it. Over here. Look at here we are. Okay, here we are.
Yo, am I
Okay.
tripping out, or is that like glowing heat right
Okay,
there?
So. Okay, let me see.
Okay, now that's definitely a hot spot,
Dude,
is it not?
Dude, it looks like a person.
it
look
looks
at-
like a face.
Look at the head.
What the
It looks like a torso.
Dude,
look at
What is that?
dude. Just hold on. Look at. Looks like it's holding like it's a person.
Okay, I'm just really confused though.
Wait a
Where
second.
is it showing up?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, you're
Okay.
recording that, right?
Yes, it's recording.
That is
Look at.
crazy,
Look at.
dude.
Look at. Here's you,
Yeah, no, here's
Here's
us,
you.
right here.
and it's the same temperature.
Okay, so
it's
let's walk
temperature. Hold on,
right-
no, no.
Whoa.
Let me measure it. Look at here. Oh, Colin, don't. Where?
It just flew right by
Jesus
your head.
Christ.
Or no, it was a bird from the.
Oh. Me. Oh. Here, dude. Really, I gotta.
You don't need a
scared the
pacemaker yet.
shit out of me, man.
Says.
This is crazy
Yeah.
though. Now look at the temperature. I'm gonna go here. I'm pointing on the glass. Okay, it's 48.2, and look at that, 52.
Messing with the camera again.
Wait, so it's 4 degrees hotter?
Look at, it's calibrating. There's the blue, 48 or so.
That's extremely
Look
bizarre.
at our, and it's the same as us. But what is it though? Is it the? It can't be the hunting sign.
No, come. Wait, are you filming that?
Yes.
Listen, I'm gonna put my hand over it.
Okay.
Where is it?
Holy shit.
Yeah. Look. Well, what is it? Look at it. There's nothing on. Oh, dude, you know what's really creepy? Dude, look at.
Dude, wait a second. What is it?
Hold up 1 second. Look. There's a smiley face on the inside of the glass, right where that's glowing.
This is up here. In this area.
That is really strange, dude.
Oh, wait.
Dude,
look at. Wait.
From this angle, dude, there looks to be a handprint on there. I don't know if I'm tripping out. So to explain to people online, whatever we're picking up on there on thermal is a heat signature.
Right.
I don't know what the would be causing a heat signature on a random pane of glass in an abandoned nursing home like that.
It's not recording now.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
Okay, so
It's literally right there on the glass.
it's above the hunting sign. No hunting sign.
Okay, but you know it's kind of scary? I mean, I would assume a heat signature has to come from somewhere. Does that mean that there's someone in there?
But they'd have to be like right there.
Hold on.
Hello?
So one of the things that we did that night was the FLIR camera, a device that I really like. We don't use quite as much as I'd like to with him, but that night, Collin and I decided to do a sweep of the building, windows, all the doors. And as I swept across, I came into the entry doors,
one of the windows,
and there was like a heat signature blob, if you will. Initially, it looked like, to me, like a head with arms crossed, and again, a heat signature when it was cold out. That was very, very strange. And so we kind of focused on that, and I think when you watch that, it's a pretty amazing capture on the FLIR camera.
Dude, I'm just gonna roll to just tell you this.
Yeah.
Remember how it just said bench in the other building?
Yeah.
Look at what's right out front of the entrance.
Right.
Isn't that kind of
we
weird?
were coming.
I didn't even notice that. And then there's a heat signature on that window pane. It's kind of it's like it's leading us somewhere.
Okay, that heat signature is really, really weird.
I know.
I mean, everything else that I scanned, and then it's at the door.
I know.
I think what we have to do is go in and do this. I think we should run it again when we leave.
Yeah.
You know, just to see. But I don't know why that would be like that, but anything that would be blue or darker blue is cold. Things that are red and white, that's like heat. So that's heat, and it's not what you'd normally expect, right? With a spirit. I don't know if could it be? Oh, you hear that?
Yeah, let's turn this SLS on and get in there.
What's going on?
Did you hear that big thump?
Dude, there's something like here.
It's in the building. Oh shit, dude.
Oh my god, look at this.
Dude, this is so eerie.
I'm Jeff.
My name's Collin.
We're friendly. So you should come out of your room into the hall. This device that I have won't hurt you. It's more like a camera, if you know what that, just to take your picture, to show that you're here.
So keep in mind, guys, we're just coming in here to find a figure on the SLS so we can talk to it.
Dude, this is like such a long hallway.
Oh,
my God.
How creepy is this?
These beds are in here. Oh, God, isn't that amazing? Like, you know, like, there's just people in there, you know?
This is eerie.
Change hands here.
Oh. Dude, these curtains are spooky. Oh. Check this shit out, dude. Oh my god. Look at it. Dude, it goes all four directions. This has got a creepier vibe in here than the other place, I think.
There's your other crossroads.
Anybody here?
Hello?
This hallway is particularly creepy.
Can you come out and play with that little bear right there? I'll be able to see you walk on camera and go touch that bear. Yes, I did.
Weird clunking sound, but nothing for sure.
Both my ears are ringing. Yeah, that's what I said. My ears. Look how far down.
It's hard to say, it's actually an old abandoned building.
Anybody?
The bear!
Hi, Bob.
Oh my god, the bear! Right when I turned over there.
Anybody? Anybody?
And it was just sitting there perfectly fine for who knows how long.
The moment we fucking walked over here.
Oh, dude, I think I want to leave, man. I'm like kind of freaked out here.
What the fuck?
I was looking down this way, dude. Did you see it? Did you have it on camera?
Yes! Literally right when I turned my fucking camera. Okay. If that was you, thank you so much. I can't believe I just got that on camera.
It's like crawling across.
If that was you, could you make another noise or move something for us? Thank you.
Dude, did you get that on camera?
Yes, I just literally had just turned to look at it.
I just asked them, remember, to come out of the room on here and play with the bear.
That's
If you push that bear over, can you come back out and show yourself on here?
dude, that's
This is
so creepy that we just saw.
creepy.
How long?
I want to see that when it's on. I want to see that.
How long do you think that bear has been sitting there?
Yeah.
And it just happens to fall over the moment we walk over here?
And we have to look
Look,
at
we gotta
it.
look
You
at it.
have to look back at it and see if you can't capture it.
I know I did. I was pointing right at it.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Look at this.
Dude,
That's creepy.
personally,
It was sitting like right like this.
I know, but I wouldn't touch it.
I don't know.
I'd leave it.
I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna put it back there again and see if it wants to do it. That's very creepy. That's one of the creepiest things I've seen.
That is gonna be cool. I want to see that.
Are you over there by the bear?
That's quite a wild little
Okay, once
stir.
again, I had asked you if you could come out of the room and touch the bear. Would you please do that again? I didn't get to see it.
You didn't see it?
No. That's why I
you
said I
just
was filming
react-
down that
oh.
hallway.
Fifth time.
Damn, dude, it looked
know.
so.
I was- I was-
pointing right
I
at
was
it.
pointing this way a long time, and I turned that way to the right.
Right when it happened.
So again, can you come out of the door and show yourself? Maybe touch the bear and push it over for me again?
Dude, I'm
There's
shaking
something
right now.
All right. Well, we came
we
in
got-
here
we-
looking for a figure, but I think that's...
We got to focus on this now. Can somebody come out again and touch that bear for me? That's insane. I got to see the tape, man.
I'm going to put this bell right by it.
Okay.
I have to say those bells
Alright.
are like an absolute
Whoever's
godsend for
here,
these guys lately. They've been really good.
I set up that little bear again on that chair, and I put a little bell next to it. If you reach your hand out and tap that bell, it'll ring and it'll show us that you're here.
Also, it looks like you'd like to play with that bear, so I set it up kind of close to the edge of that chair so you can just push it a little bit and it should fall off again to show us that you're here. Dude. It definitely has more of an oppressive feel in here, like a scary feel.
Oh, I mean, dude, think about I didn't get to see it, but I saw the bear in the chair and then I saw it on the ground. So just think, I mean, that's kind of freaking crazy if you just think about that.
Well, I know.
And then I had just come in here with this, specifically asking if somebody would come out and touch the bear. So there must be somebody here that's gonna. So, first of all, thanks for touching the bear, actually pushing the bear over. If you could do it again, or show yourself, we'd really appreciate it to know that you're here.
If you're in here with us, could you knock on something, please?
I had one eye.
I had one eye. Well, elderly people. Yeah, all for sure. Could easily have somebody that had just one eye.
If you had one eye, can you go ring that bell? Just go tap that bell.
Oh, the bear fell off. Okay.
Right,
So-
there goes the bell.
I know I got it filmed on here, Colin. I saw it. I saw it fall off.
On the
the-
SLS?
Yeah, the bear fell off on my camera, even though you weren't filming. Damn it. No,
I mean, that's crazy.
Okay.
Hospital.
Oh. Okay, that bell's going crazy. So this is freaky, man. I've got
wasn't pointing at it, damn it.
I've got total cold air coming on my back, dude. Like it is freezing.
Attach.
Oh, like it's on my back. That's crazy. I know I got it on here though. Dude. I got it falling off here. I feel so.
It's a really, dude. It's freezing in here, like
it's
ice
I'm
cold.
frozen. Okay.
So, you like playing with that bear? It looks like.
Holy shit.
Can you ring that bell if you want me to put it back up there one more time? Okay.
Now, this is actually pretty creepy, dude.
They are quick. They are all like ready to go in this place.
With this thing. It's coming out to play with it.
Toy.
Oh, toy.
Dang,
Toy.
Is that bear your favorite toy? Can you tap the bell if it is? That's really crazy.
I'm like
Toy and it's
breathing
a
really like
bear.
How is it possible? Back here. I know. Okay, now
Wrong area.
how insane is it that bear fell off? I didn't see it the first time. And you didn't see it the second time. Okay, there's got to be somebody in here. I asked you to come out of the room and touch the bear, push the bear over.
Can you feel us?
Yes. So I'd like to pick you up on camera. If you would come out and stand by the bear or touch, stand by your door, anything. Dude, that bear must have made noises. Oh, wow. Oh, that was like a... You just got thrown at us. Right here. Like a piece of paint or something.
Ooh, yeah, I heard that loud and clear again.
Dude, I'm freaking... I'm like... Just chills, like all the way.
I threw something.
What? Are you kidding me?
God.
I threw something. Dude, I'm shaking.
What did you just throw?
What?
We just said something got thrown at us.
after we heard it.
Can you feel us? A toy hospital? I threw something?
There?
There? Yes, there. If that's what you mean, or we are here, yes. This is like crazy, man.
I don't know, and I just got to go out and venture and say, you can tell when it's like good energy. Wow. This is just like really bad energy in here.
Oh, what's creepy? What if it's a dude with one eye? Like,
Right.
you know, like a creepy. I mean, I hate to, no disrespect or anything, but I know I got this on camera the second time, but I wish you would come out, please. We're going to leave pretty soon.
You must leave.
What the? Look at this.
Illegal.
Illegal? You gotta leave. It's illegal to be in here. No
Well,
trespassing.
it is.
There's
You know what?
trespassing signs everywhere.
Okay, so first of all, we are here legally.
Yeah, we have
okay?
permission.
We have permission, so you know, okay? So if you're a guardian of the place, we are here and I mean,
You see me.
okay, I want to see you. That's why I'm asking you. I want you to step out of the doors, come by the bear. You've obviously interacted with the bear a few times already, and show us. This camera will just take a picture of you. I am like, it's significant. Like, oh, I just had like a big blue or a black orb come through the camera, like a huge orb. That's significant. Like, oh, I just had like a
That's not a normal dust particle. What was that?
from you.
That's it sounds like a cranky, like elderly person. Like, you can't be here. It's illegal. You got to get out.
Dude, they got one eye.
These spirits are like,
It's like these spirits actually know that the place is haunted, like an abandoned place. Like, they're like self-aware. You know what I mean?
To some degree,
This
yes.
is honestly, right now, this is some of the best.
Wrong area.
Again, what does that mean?
Twice.
What is that?
Should
What
we go
do-
to another area in this building?
What is it more like? Hey, you shouldn't be right here, or like, you know, you're in the wrong area, like almost like get out of here. Just think about that bear falling not once but twice.
Electric.
Oh, can you feel this? Honestly,
That's what I'm
it's so cold. Look at this air coming in here.
can you ring that bell if you want us to go to a different area in this building?
There are black orbs flying through here.
If you ring that bell or push that bear over one more time, whoever you are.
Dude, that was the whole creek all the way across.
That was pretty loud, whatever it was.
10. Hello, friend.
10. Dude, that was a whole, like a creek all the way around from floor to ceiling to the other floor.
These rooms are numbered, dude. It just said 10.
Do you want to look?
Yeah.
Have a look, have a look.
Take
have
that
a look.
up.
Is there a number 10?
There's 402. Yeah, we're in this hallway.
So then it'd be 410,
Yep.
right?
Let's go.
Butcher.
Butcher.
Ooh.
Like a one-eyed person, maybe it was a butcher, I don't know.
The one-eyed butcher.
Archfiend.
Oh, I left my phone.
Ooh. It's not some happy terminology here, my friend.
It's them.
Is this a ritual? It's them.
Okay, so it said 10. Look it right here, dude. 410. Ugh.
Okay, just, oh dude, wait. So like this, look at smoke times. Snack time, medication. No smoking area. Okay. Hold on. Now what?
Is it on the curtain?
Okay, what is that? Oh, it's on over there.
No, it's on
By
the
the- it's-
curtain. Look at where you're pointing.
It is. It's right in front of us.
Oh, look, it's getting off.
What? Is it like trying to close the curtain?
Are you filming this?
Yeah. Well, you got it on your camera. Oh, look at it, dude.
Oh. Okay, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna run the DR60.
Okay.
Keep it right there.
Yeah. Hold it.
Oh.
Oh, it's on the floor.
All right. Whoever's
Stay
here.
We want to talk to you, okay?
Yeah, please just talk to us for a second.
If you can, please. What the hell? Okay, oh, look, dude.
The living.
Dude, it's freaking straddling the whole.
It's like trying to.
In front of us.
Okay. Can you tell us your name?
Can you tell us
hello?
If you know what room number you're in that we're standing in here?
Did you live here in this nursing home?
Maybe I will arm tube man.
What is your name? Are you a kind person? Can you say I'm kind? I'm trying, but it's gone.
I was so scared.
Dude, that was crazy. It got on the bed.
God.
It literally
It's
moved
down
onto
here.
the bed.
On here.
All right, let's listen.
I forgot about talking.
Can you tell us your name? Can you tell us
Yeah, but
what
then
room?
it's,
Can you tell us your name? Can you tell us if you know what room number you're in that we're standing in here? Did you live here in this nursing home? What is your name?
There's something right there.
Did you live here in this nursing home? What is your name?
can't make it out. It's so scratchy.
Person? Can you say I'm kind?
Hold it, hold it.
I think I just barely heard kind.
Are you a kind person? Can you say I'm kind?
What did that say? Sit?
Yeah. I feel it. My back hurts. What the heck? What do we do? Do you try to bring them back or?
We can do one more DR60 since we're just...
Can we go shoot?
Yeah, maybe let's go from the other way and see if they're over here.
So what am I doing?
Do one more SLS to see if
Okay. Maybe.
Oh,
Just
the
shut
lights
down.
it's off.
Yeah. It literally shut off when I was capturing the head. I had a figure, on. I mean, this room is draining everything.
Dude, that's crazy. Show it, actually.
I mean, it's dead.
So the SLS died.
Look at
We've only been using it for like 15
Nothing.
minutes. Also, keep in mind...
Okay, there it comes. Here, now it's powering up. It freaking shut it down. Right when I had a figure.
What's the
There's plenty of power. Look at half the battery is there.
What the hell? That's really strange.
I mean,
All right, let's try one more time. Someone's right here.
yeah, huh? Yep. Here, let's let it load. Same spot. All right.
So after doing it for a little while, we've got another figure that's right here. I'm using my phone line, so we're gonna immediately run this DR60. Okay, whoever's right there,
replace batteries.
trying to get into your cabinet. What's your name?
How old are you?
Did you enjoy living here in this facility? Did the staff treat you nicely?
Where are you right now? Like heaven? Are you in heaven?
I'm right here.
Are you the one that was playing with the bear with us in the hallway? If that wasn't you, can you tell us who that was?
Are you a man or a woman?
Final question, is there anything we can do for you?
Just say goodbye. Look at here. Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna.
Hey, whoever's right there trying to get into your cabinet, what's your name? How old are you? Hey, whoever's right there trying to get into your cabinet, what's your name? How old are you? Did you enjoy
I heard
living
that.
here in this facility or
That's not the
cabinet?
clearest thing that came through so
What's your
far.
name? How old are you? Did you enjoy living here in this facility? Did the staff treat you nicely? Where are you right now? Like heaven? Are you in heaven? Are you the one that was playing with the bear with us in the hallway? If that wasn't you, can you tell us who that was? Are you a
Oh,
man
I heard
or a
that. Yeah,
woman?
it was me. Just barely.
Final
Oh,
question.
I just
Is
saw
there
that.
anything we can do for you?
Oh, there were some
Get outta here,
responses.
man.
Yeah. That's tough, man. We're down to a flashlight off our camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right now, I think we should just get out of here because
Because a
I
lot
don't
of
have
stuff
any
just
light
died.
on this. My phone's gonna die soon.
Yeah.
I need a light to film.
Yeah.
Because this is insane.
Okay.
I have to use my damn phone light. On this camera, it looks like a spotlight, though. It's pretty crazy.
You showed up pretty good on that.
Dude, it's so creepy in here, man. Like all these, imagine all these rooms filled with patients.
Ugh.
What the hell is that?
What is that?
I don't know.
It's kind of weird. Like plastic bag right here.
Yeah,
That's
right?
that's a little bit freaky.
I don't know what's in it.
Jeez.
Ugh. It's funny because on camera it looks like these, like the hallway's really bright, but it's just because it's low exposure. This
Yeah.
is just a phone light.
Yeah.
Look at the
I kind
content.
of have a feeling like if we went into every room.
Oh, the f***ing bear! The bear's done. Or over again.
No.
Look it. Wasn't that up when we left?
It
I
was.
swear to God, it was
Yeah,
up when we
yeah,
walked
it
by.
was. Listen to that. Oh my God, I'm just tingling. Right going by here. Ooh, I want to get.
That's creepy as shit in here, dude.
Dude, I'm getting, I think, like a migraine.
Makes sense. Yeah, this hallway is super spooky.
Dude, let's go.
Hello? Where are you going?
I don't know, let's go.
Are you scared? Or
Well,
what?
I just don't, something seems weird in there.
All right, so Jeff got
Dude,
the floor
we're-
out one more time. We can't really be out here too long because it's raining.
just had a bunch
Also,
of
this
stuff
camera
going
is
on.
3%. I don't know
Okay,
if you
look.
noticed,
There's you and I.
but that thing on the door is
Okay,
gone.
but let's
Thing on the
go.
door is
Let's
gone.
go.
That's extremely weird.
Okay, so there, that thing is gone.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
Wait a second. We don't use the floor enough. Okay,
Dude, it's 100%
look
gone.
at, look at. Let's point. Well, let's go up again where you were, right here.
Look at that. That's really good evidence right there. That's crazy.
Okay.
Now, what
Go-
the hell was that?
Show the sign though. I can't see the sign on here.
It's
Can you see it on
It's
your-
right there,
Where?
right where your neck is.
Right here.
Yeah, that's why it's blocked out.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to cut soon, dude. I got 1%.
Yeah, just really quick.
Right here. This is
Okay.
where it was.
Okay.
Look,
But yeah, where's the sign?
the sign's right here.
It's f***ing gone.
Yeah, it was right here.
There's nothing there. Okay, now
Listen,
you're right on top of it.
listen. It's starting to rain.
I know. Okay, so can we just like, the floor doesn't get enough credit, but that's a freaking crazy anomaly.
I know it's.
And it's heat. It's not cold.
Yeah,
So-
which is also very weird.
Are we gonna mark it? I'm just gonna quit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 1%. I gotta turn this off.
Wow. Okay.
Crazy shit.
So nursing homes are incredibly spooky. I've talked about this on my channel a million times in the past. I used to actually go just in Texas and just choose nursing homes to go paranormal investigate because there's so much negativity and darkness there. And with a place like this, where the complex was eventually shut down because, according to the owner, of a number of violations and things that they were doing wrong, patients that ended up being able to take their own lives and some abuse that was going on there. I don't know. It seems like there could have been some strange, dark things that were happening there. But, I mean, the teddy bear falling off by itself, the DR-60, the SLS captures, there's still, I don't want to say people, but there are people's energies in those buildings. But we still had more to explore, so we headed off to the building that housed the tuberculosis unit.
All right, guys. So right now we are heading into the tuberculosis
We're about the
ward
half-hour
here.
mark,
So far we've
or
done the
5-minute
mental
mark,
asylum, the nursing home,
3 hours, I think.
and now we're headed into the building that
Actually, no, 9 minutes.
I just talked to Wyatt from Twin Paranormal. He said this is the building they stayed in the whole time because it was so active and so frightening.
Dang.
And that's what I heard from Steve and Dylan as well. So this is the scary building.
I'll
We're
probably
closing out
Wyatt.
later with an Estes in the tunnel.
A ton of evidence already.
Yeah.
Like some crazy shit with that bear.
That
My
bear's
God.
creepy.
Wait till you guys see that.
And it's starting to rain, so it's just added layer of creepiness.
This is like so creepy.
Horror movie vibes. And we haven't even been in this building yet.
Oh, look, another bear.
Ooh.
Weird.
All the gnarly bears around here.
This place just toast or what? Oh my god. Dude, the floor could fly.
I know.
Ooh.
This is giving me deja vu for the place at
Dunseth.
Yes. Dunseth.
Look at this, dude.
Oh my dude, we're in a chapel or something. Are we?
Yeah. Look at how creepy this is.
My freaking legs are weak.
Yeah, me too. Oh, here we go. Look at this shit. Oh, dude, here we go. Here we go. Oh.
No way.
Some Resident Evil like shit up in here.
2 chairs right here.
Especially in the dark.
It's sitting on a wheelchair. Let's do it.
All right. There's also a headless doll right here.
Oh, you're trying the big spirit box?
Look at this.
I thought that was a Buddha. It's Jesus.
Ceramic Jesus.
All right. So to whoever's here in the building once again, I see you.
Yeah.
My name is Collin.
My name's Jeff.
Can we ask you right now to tell us what your name is? What's your name?
Bob.
Aldous Frank. Can you say that clearer? Could you say your name really clearly? Frank.
Francis.
You'll hear it back. That's what it's saying.
Bill.
Do you know who we are? Can you tell us either one of our names?
Thought I heard Collin.
I did. That's what I did too. Can you say it clearer for us? Can you say Colin's name clearer?
Aldous. I think I've heard Aldous like 3 times.
What is that?
A name. Is your name Aldous?
Hey, Aldous.
Can you say yes if your name's Aldous?
Yes.
Very clear, yes. Thank you.
Can you say yes really clearly for us once? Yes. 2 here.
Yeah, two.
Okay, so there's 2 of you here. What's the other guy's name? We have Aldous or girl.
Or us two.
Yeah. Aldous and who? Can you say the other person's name?
Just like a ton of people.
Evil. And William. I thought I heard William like twice.
Is the other person's name William? Can you say William?
William.
It gets quiet.
William.
So Aldous and William, can you guys say yes?
Aldous.
Do you enjoy being here? Say yes or no.
I do.
Did you have tuberculosis?
Can all of you just stop?
That's weird.
Thank you.
Dude, what the hell? It actually stopped.
Stop, please. One at a time.
Each of them.
How did you die?
Can you tell us how you died?
Does one of you sing? Can you sing something? Can somebody sing?
So Aldous and William, can you just tell us how you guys passed away?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I just said.
Well,
Yeah.
tell us then, please. Was it tuberculosis that took your life? No. So if it wasn't tuberculosis, what took your life?
What are these women?
Roger.
I at least thought I said it's my turn. Who do you think it's your turn? What's your name?
Did you live here in this building? What was it like in here when this building was in operation? Was it really nice in here?
Can't do this.
All right. So
Aldous, William, you guys were here. I'm just trying to figure out, did you have tuberculosis?
I told you no. Aldous, oh.
So you didn't have tuberculosis. Did you take your own life?
Mm-hmm. Jump.
At the beginning of the night, we were
Dang.
talking to Michael. Maybe he was looking for his little brother. Is he still here?
See how they're quiet?
No.
No. Huh.
What do you guys want? Is there a message you could tell us?
So many spirits. It's kind of like you have to try
Just
to
want to
ask them
sleep.
to almost calm down.
I know.
Can you guys please let each other talk? Please stop. Please stop. Stop, please. Thank you.
So why are I just have a question. Why, whoever's here with us, why are you still here right now? Why don't you choose to go to the light? It's so hard to tell what's coming through right now. There's so much.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Do you choose to stay here or are you trapped here?
It's really clear though.
I know.
If you just, it goes too fast. One what? One of what? Same guy.
We don't have that much time. We just wanted to know something about the spirits in this building. What the f***?
What happened?
This camera just died in my hands.
Really?
This had like 60%. It's a brand new battery. Dude, what?
Dead.
It's completely dead. It just went from like 60% to 0. I just changed batteries before we came in here. Because this one, if you remember, when we were doing the FLIR like 20 minutes ago, it had low battery and I just put a brand new one in.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I've got left here.
Did you just kill my camera's battery?
It's actually significantly colder in here.
I know.
I'm like fucking freezing. We're gonna have to go shortly here. Can you say something clear to us that you want us to know?
What would you say is your message you want to share with us?
Demon.
Let's get out of here. I'm starting to feel weird in this building
me too. There's a lot of stuff going on here though. Wow. Holy smokes.
So after spending a lot of time at the TB building, the energy just seemed to kind of like die down, if you will, and that does happen. So we decided to move on and do the Estes method over in the tunnels.
Hey everybody, it's Collin here. Thank you for watching today's video. Hello to all the new subscribers and hello to the rest of our beautiful, wonderful, spooky family. As you know, every single week here on the channel, we give away a free gift bag to one lucky viewer of the show. And this week, to enter the contest, all you have to do is like today's video, let's smash that like button, and comment, "I'm going crazy," in the comment section below. I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds to do this now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So go comment. You can comment multiple times. It helps the video so much. But anyways, let's get back to today's video. Thank you for listening to my little spiel. I love you guys so much and stay spooky.
Heck, I'll enter it in tonight.
So going over to the tunnels then, when we pulled up, it was freaking freaky. Obviously with these, they told us bobcats and bats and all kinds of things were down there. And it was creepy as hell. I mean, with the vines growing over the door and it going to this, it's almost like a fallout shelter that's in like Armageddon or something like that is what it reminded me of. But it was creepy going in there, but we did.
All right, guys. So right now we're gonna head into the murder asylum tunnels.
Great sentence
Yeah, this
to
is
hear.
quite.
Here it
Look at
is. Yeah, this isn't creepy
Tunnels,
at all.
There's tunnels all over the place underneath this
We haven't
whole
been
property.
down here yet, so.
Okay. I hope there's no. He said bobcats are out here. Oh, gee.
What? What, dude?
Fell, dude. Jesus.
You ready?
Okay, hold on. If there's a bobcat,
About to kill ourselves just trying to get down here.
Oh my god.
what are you talking about? He said bats, right? Hey,
What?
what's down here?
It's just a tiny little room. Dude, this is mega Creepsville.
The old dilapidated walker.
I think we're pretty good, aren't we? Let's just go around this corner. Can't whip out now, man. Oh, look at that little rat.
Oh, dude, where?
Up on the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where, dude. I don't want to get bit.
Where? He's just running up there.
This is the rat.
Oh, dude. Look at this.
We got. We're kind of good here, man.
Oh.
Look, you can see.
God, the rat ran right behind me.
Jesus.
Dude, chill.
Okay, but let's don't. You go first. I can't see.
Papa Spooks is getting spooked. Goodness.
Kill the rat. You fucking son of a bitch! God! You fucker.
All right, guys. So remember, it was down in this tunnel right here where
get out.
the maintenance worker lured another maintenance worker of the asylum in
Oh
2009.
boy, I don't like
so
it
not
grab from
even-
behind.
Not that long ago. And shot him right in the chest and killed him, and then killed himself. It's spooky down here.
It is.
He's pretty tense, I'll give you that. But these,
I don't know how an asylum tunnel.
Jeff went in there alright tense, and now he made you all
There's
tense.
a freaking walker right here too, whatever the deal is with that. Okay.
Whatever the deal is. Okay, man, I'm going under.
Okay.
Dive, dive, dive.
Damn.
Going in.
I just heard stuck here with me. Yeah, so I just found that our Gansfield goggles snapped off in the equipment bag. So
Now they're just
I still
opaque.
can't see,
Yeah.
but it's basically just a blindfold now. So let's do this.
Okay.
Shame.
But this cord is going right in my damn ear.
It's
Kansas.
freaking creepy as hell down there, by the way. Okay. So, let's get started. So, who's down here with us? Is there anybody here?
And then one.
Okay, is there anybody specific that's down here with us? A name or what your position is here on the property?
To the right.
Okay, to your right would be down the tunnel, I'd say. Just creepy.
Hey.
So did you
Come in here.
Did you work here?
I'm over there.
It's sound down there. Okay, this is creepy. Was that you down there, or tell me what you did
It's
here.
Bobby.
Okay, so I'd asked for a name, Bobby. Okay, what'd you do here, Bobby?
They're getting out.
What did you do here, Bobby?
Controlled
you control? What did you control? Like, were you a groundskeeper or a nurse? What'd you do?
Nah.
Were you a patient here? What were you here? What was
There's a group of 12. Invader.
So once again, what did you do?
It's illegal, man.
Did you do something illegal here? With this group of 12, maybe? Am I on the right path?
We did some things.
So it sounds like you did some illegal things.
I'm just going to add in, it sounds like the same man's voice that I keep hearing.
Yeah. What sort of illegal things did you do, or the group of 12 do? Like murder or rape or things like that? So what sort
You'll never find them.
Okay. It sounds like you might have killed somebody.
Oh, a girl's voice. Hey!
So when
you done fucked up.
Okay, when you say you'll never find them, what does that mean? Does that mean you buried somebody? Is that one of the...
Come a little deeper.
Okay. Ugh. So deeper in the ground?
Yes.
So did you...
Oh, dude. He's down there. The Boiler Man. The f***, dude. I don't like that at all.
So maybe the Boiler Man is one of the 12 that did illegal things and killed somebody and buried him deep.
Dude, I'm feeling like, I'm just going to say something over here.
I'm just going to point the camera. I'm hearing some shit down here. I'm hearing some shit here.
Gigantic. Come on down. It's like a southern voice.
Okay. So what other illegal things did you do down here? Did you you killed somebody? It sounds like
Rebecca.
Oh, we got Rebecca. Did you do something to Rebecca?
Ouija board.
So,
dude, Ouija board, and you used to play down here.
I just was going to
ask.
Like
what?
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay. So, where are you now?
So negative energy might have slipped in because of people messing around with a Ouija board, not knowing what they're doing.
The psychiatric place, the
That would
nursing home.
explain a lot about what happened.
A ritual. I'm not.
My wife's also calling out for rituals.
What the hell, dude?
Okay. Rebecca, we'll have to check that out. So is that some of the illegal stuff? It sounds like you're doing. What do you want me to do?
I used a cucumber.
Oof. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Okay, there's some noise here.
I know what the difference between a dildo and a cucumber is.
I'm not
Which
gonna.
He's approaching. Oh my
Okay,
god, dude. This is creepy as shit.
No comment.
Okay, it sounds like you did some illegal things. I hate to say with Rebecca, but what the hell? What do you mean? I don't even want to ask you about a cucumber.
There was a group of us.
Okay, that doesn't sound very good. So were you guys...
With cyanide?
Wow. Jesus, there's something freaking loud down here.
I just heard it.
I am like getting creeped out here myself.
The lion's coming.
Oh, I'm just thinking of bobcats here. There's bobcats evidently down here.
Check on her, please.
Okay. It sounds like I'm talking to someone.
I didn't mean to.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you were a group of guys.
That's so weird. So many different voices.
That did a lot of bad things here, it sounds like.
Spiders crawl.
And it sounds like you killed someone or buried him deep. It sounds like you did some things to
No, never.
Yeah, it sounds like you did. Which is not cool, that's for sure. But do you think that you're in heaven, or do you know where you're at? It sounds like
I did a lot of that. But no.
You're not in heaven, okay.
The one thing you need.
What's that? One thing I need, what is that?
To run.
Okay, I'm hearing some like shuffling down here.
Yeah, there's some weird noises down that way. I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's all solid cement and stone over there, so it's not like it's going to make those kind of noises.
Man.
So
don't listen to him.
Are you the same person talking for this group of 12? Or are you another person? Are you part of the group of 12? Sounds like you did a lot of bad things. It sounds like maybe you were a maintenance worker.
Shh.
Okay, tell. Oh, there is a freaking. Okay.
Like a whisper, like, hey.
Is it dangerous down here?
Dude.
For humans? So
apologize now.
Okay, so it sounds like.
Oh, I just heard a scream. Ah!
I'm sorry here, guys. There's something there.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay. What do you want me to know about this place where you live?
I'll be with you.
Well, you won't be with me. You can't follow us anywhere.
It's not very nice.
You don't think it's nice here?
They'll never find you.
Gosh, you're definitely a bad person.
I just heard a woman said, "He's inside."
Well, I'm guessing that
Allison.
All I'm talking to is a group of 12. Sorry, I've got to go this way. I'm shaking here. A group of 12. Someone speaking.
Oh, dude.
Them are
Jeffrey.
Okay, yeah, that's me.
That was a deep male voice.
So I'm talking to either a guy or guys from this group of 12 that did some bad things here, including the maintenance worker.
Dude, I shit you not. Join us.
No.
That's dude, Jeffrey. Join us.
Okay, so these are guys that
what the
you killed people, you buried people, I hate to say
13
violated women. Okay. So you did a lot of bad things.
She was naughty.
Do you have any regrets?
Welcome.
Any regrets for the things you've done? Would you say you're a bad person?
I hate them.
I wonder if this might be Allison or the girl talking. Allison, is that you coming through? That you hate these guys that harmed you or violated you?
Dude, where's my brother? Like, it's the thing from the beginning, whatever that was. It's a younger man, it sounded like. I didn't think it would be like that.
So, who's the younger guy that...
It's Tommy!
Tommy, okay. We've got different things going on here. I think now we had the guy speaking for the group of 12. We had maybe a woman that...
The little teddy bear.
Violated, and then we've got a young kid. I don't know if Tommy is Chris's brother.
What if I just hit you? Say my name.
Are you the...
You bastard.
Okay. Are you the...
Kill.
Okay. I think you're the maintenance guy. The boiler room man. You understand that, right? That the things you've done are horrible.
Give me a map.
Again, another.
Okay.
Now you
I think you should.
I need to
probably
eat.
Stay here. You're not going to go anywhere. You need to somehow. I don't know if you can find forgiveness or not from a higher power.
Don't want it.
I don't want it, but you need it.
Okay.
Don't want it. I enjoy it. Like
Okay,
that.
so I'm going to say that
Wow,
the
you're a
people
piece
that,
of work.
like the women, the young boys, even I don't know, part of the 12, you can leave this place and cross over and be forgiven for what you've done. You just have to want to do that. But it sounds like the main one.
God isn't here.
Okay.
That was loud and close.
Okay, but again, you might not believe that, but everybody else can move on. Please try to move on and get away from this. It sounds like one guy. I think it's the boiler man. And I don't know who the person was that murdered someone down here, but I bet it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it's you, the murderer.
It's not.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Oh, another kind of. It's working.
What's working? So have I kind of like identified
He fell for it.
Yeah, no.
Go down.
No, I think that everybody else might.
Oh, blonde hair.
Might be being held here.
No.
Don't you think? By the main guy, who I think it's this boilerman guy. Everybody else, you can move
Tomorrow.
on. Okay? But we're gonna get close to being done. What do you want people to know about you?
Oh, dude, I heard like that.
Okay, there's something down there making noise here.
Mr. Elliot.
If you can hear this. Okay.
Right. No.
Okay, is there something you want us to know before we're done?
I loved my mom.
Okay. You loved your mom.
It's too spicy here. God, what the?
Hey,
what, dude?
I heard some noise down there. Come on, let's go.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus Christ, what do you mean?
No, like some steps or something like that. Let's just go.
Wait.
No.
He is scared shitless.
Dude, it's like I've been hearing like shuffling.
Oh my God,
I know, but I'm sorry, but that one just took me by surprise.
Hello?
Oh. Dude, I don't know what. I just want to go. Here, let's take this, okay? I don't want to. It's not worth it.
It's a very creepy session.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, ready?
Okay, whoever's here, by the way, you have to stay here. My father and I are protected. You're not allowed to stay with us. And, yeah, you gotta stay here.
Jesus. Dude, what if there's something? Look at the
I didn't hear it. I think that's fine.
Yeah, but the door's still open, so I think we need to get in here. How do we get out of it? How do we close this?
Here, open. I gotta. Dude, this camera's about to die too. What the?
We gotta keep a light on that thing.
Mm-hmm. That last
So
session
for me, the
particularly got Jeff
Sanatorium
real
is
Like,
Help us
there's so
spooks
much
us
to it. All these
scared.
different buildings, a TB facility,
Heck.
a nursing facility, and the
My
asylum.
man needs
It's
some
all
brown
like, all
pants
these
for not around
different
like
energies
that.
from deaths, murders, all the history there was just kind of overwhelming at first for me. Plus, the weather, the mood, everything kind of fit this place for a great investigation. In the end, I think we just captured a lot of evidence for a lot of different lost souls there. If there's any place that you want to get like a feel for all different kinds of energies, this was the place. I mean, it's the Sanatorium with all these different types of things like the TB, the nursing, and it's just a place I'd love to go back to. But it in the end, it really delivered as far as activity for us. I think we got a lot of intelligent evidence that we found that night.
So, the Indiana State Sanitarium did not disappoint. I mean, wow, what a damn night, guys. I mean, the teddy bear flying off, the insane Estes method session, all of the noises, the energy. I mean, that place is actively haunted. And I think that it's funny that
There's
the
a lot of
owner,
energy
Greg,
in there.
is a hardcore skeptic. It's actually a very interesting facet to this whole thing. And even in his interviews, I love Greg, but he kept saying, there are all these coincidences that happen that are strange. And to me, there are so many coincidences there that, from my perspective, I would call it haunted. I mean, the place, just watch the footage. Look at what happened to us. You can't deny that this place is super, super haunted. Now, will I say it was the scariest place I've ever been? Definitely not. It was freaky, definitely, and you could feel the energy,
Freaky
but
and very uneasy, but
I
not
wouldn't call it the
most
scariest
intense.
place in America. There's a place on this trip that we filmed at, actually, that could go on to take that cake. But for now, we really enjoyed filming this video. We really loved going to the Indiana State Sanitarium. We hope to make a return visit in the future and explore all the other buildings that we didn't even begin to touch. But thank you, everybody, for watching. You know how much we love you guys. You're the ones that make this channel possible. Catch you next week, and as always, stay spooky.
Catch you next week. That door on the roof is wide open too. It's an infamous demon house in Indiana. Alright, this is the live feed, so this is about to cut out in just a moment. So we're going to move over to this tab here. So, pretty darn good video. Definitely some energy in that place. And with that said, we're caught up with all the paranormal videos for this week. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are having a good evening. This will be going up, trying to think. Next one's going to be the previous one's going to be the 3rd, so this will be going up on the 5th. Which, let me check the calendar again real quick here. That'll be on Friday. So this will be going up Friday night. Hope you all having a good evening. Hope you all enjoy this video. It catches you in a good time place, and hopefully I get to see you all again next time. I'm also hoping that over the next couple of days I'll finally get some Thief in, so we can finally get this franchise going again for the video game stuff and finally get done with it. I've really enjoyed the first 3. The 4th one, the plot's really weak, and while the mechanics are fun, I feel like it's just mostly big set piece, fun mechanics, big set piece, fun mechanics. It's not much really attaching me to it, although I do have a few questions as to what's going on with the plot, but I want to just basically kind of finish it so it's done so we can move on to something else. But that is for another evening, hopefully tomorrow evening. If I have enough time between everything else. I want to catch up on the stuff for the podcast Wednesday, or actually it's now Saturday nights. I was going to say Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday nights it was originally. I want to catch up on the podcast stuff I want for Saturday nights so I can actually be a part of that next Saturday. And I also need to do some grocery shopping and other things for myself tomorrow. But that's going to be another story for me. But that's going to be it for now. Again, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next week. Thanks again, and pleasant dreams.